mics now. Hello, everybody. Am I too loud? I feel like I'm... Why am I so loud? Why am I so loud? Why? Why? Okay. Oh, damn it. My microphone stand keeps falling over. Stay there. Stay there. Okay. Hello. And, what are we doing today? We're gonna play Higurashi! This is part, a billion of, a zillion? Yeah, we're gonna play this. This is a very long visual novel. I guess it's not a game? I don't know. I don't care. I like it. I don't care!
Renegade donated $1 to the most evil list, Sawa-sama. Thank you, Sawa. Since your last stream, I have not been able to stop thinking about concept of AIDS bananas.
I'm sorry.
It has now made a place on my current phobias list, which is short, so that is a feat in and of itself.
Congratulations! No! You actually believe it? Okay. Why? What? They would have caught the person, you know? They would have caught him by now. Some guy, some predator with AIDS shooting up bananas at the Walmart. Dude, they're not. There's no AIDS bananas. There could be. But they would have caught him by now. Yeah, you have to go into the store with a syringe. Well, you can hide a syringe. You can hide it right between his butt cheeks. He could just pull it out. The issue is, like, aren't they gonna know? Does AIDS have a smell? You're gonna know. You're gonna know. You're gonna know. Well, you're not making me feel any better. It's just like those people that, let me think. That would on Twitter, the TikToks or whatever, that would open the milk or open the ice cream and lick it. Yeah, those people, they did it, and we caught them. I don't know what they did to them, but we caught them. They'll catch this person. There's only one culprit. There has to be. There has to be, right? No. Oh, wow, that was way before COVID? Yeah, that was. That was such a stupid trend. Yup, it was, wasn't it? Interesting. Anyway. How are we doing? We doing okay? We're ready for Higurashi? We're ready to come out to our parents? And let them know that I'm being, accosted by potentially demonic force? GOG wants to update. Shut up! Shut up! How's the audio doing, by the way? I don't know why I put this mic. It sounds different. Did somebody fuck with my shit? Did somebody fuck with my shit? Now this is me lower. This is me higher. Oh, Jesus, no.
Oh, Lord Jesus!
No, we ain't doing that today. We're gonna lower that down. This is better? Or worse? I think this might be worse. That's better. Why can't this stay up? Stay up! I'm gonna have to get a new mic stand, aren't I? Hold on, let me make sure everything's plugged in proper before I start this crap. Okay. Everything's plugged in? Good.
Bot06 donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawa-sama.
Arigato.
That's what they want you to think.
There's no AIDS bananas? I don't think there's any AIDS bananas. Come on. There can't be, right? I can just see Renegade inspecting all of his bananas now. There was a incident involving a spider from Brazil. Was it Brazil? It was somewhere in South America where they get the bananas from. Yeah. And it hitched a ride on the banana box. And it bit somebody. Yeah. And it hurt them really bad. The banana spiders are real? Yup, they are real. Did you know there's cranberry spiders too? Hold on. Can I find a picture? There's cranberry spiders. That you have to sign some form once you pick the cranberries. Don't cranberries grow in water? Yes. Cranberry spiders. Oh, Jesus! I can't look at spiders. I'm sorry. I have a problem. Oh, Lord Jesus. Look at that. Oh, my God. It's a big one. It's a big one. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, it gets on top of the water. Yeah, they have to warn the cranberry pickers beforehand because they wear those pants. And sometimes the spiders are in the pants. Yeah, I was watching like a mini documentary about how cranberries are picked. And they bounce them. It's so cute. They bounce them, but this is not cute. This is... Whoa, I can't be looking at this! Oh, spiders are so cute. It depends on the spider. These are not very... Whoa, I can't look at this. These are not that cute. These are not that cute. These are not that cute. I like the wolf spiders because they're fuzzy. And they cannot break skin. Yeah, oh Lord Jesus, protect me from the spider! Oh my God. Oh! It's eating the fish! It's eating the lizard! Oh Lord Jesus, help me. I can't even look at the fucking... Okay, I'll share the picture. Oh my gosh. Lantern flies. What the fuck is a lantern fly? I need like... Oh no! Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe this fucking spider. Oh my God. God bless the cranberry pickers. God bless you. Oh no, this is a bog spider. That's what it's called. Oh, this is kind of a cute picture though. Why'd y'all try to make him cute? He's not cute. He fucks with your pants. This is not a cute spider. This is not a cute spider, you fucking bitch. Who wrote this? Who wrote this article? Which one? Oh my God, Lord help me. I can't be looking at this spider. Oh! 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 Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. It's the same with like snakes. I can handle some snakes. I can't handle all snakes. Does that make sense? So I can handle some spiders, but I can't handle all spiders. It's a pick and choose kind of shit. I used to be afraid of all spiders, but I'm not anymore. Oh my gosh. And then this picture. This is the picture that they showed on the article. Look at how cute he is. Fucking bullshit. Who wrote this article, huh? Who wrote this? Piece of shit. Get out of here. If we did an entire stream of me looking at spiders, it'd just be me screaming. It'd just be me. I can't even look at a fucking spider gif without freaking the fuck out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What about house centipedes? Are those the ones that run really fast? I like those. They're kind of cool to watch. I don't want it on me. I ain't gonna touch them or nothing. But, yeah. The only thing I hate is roaches. I just hate fleas. Roaches? I don't really have roaches here. But they're beetles, right? They're just a type of beetle, so it's not that scary. They're not gonna bite you. They're not gonna. I despise ticks. I despise the government who made ticks deadly. So yes, I hate ticks too.
Dark Knight Nomad has become a pony boy. Wait that the winged flying GMO spiders come out equals D.
Why is my mic like tipping over? Who fucked with my microphone? Hold on. Hate scorpions. Always have to check my bed and choose. So you're in Arizona? Are you serious? Are you from the West? Are you from New Mexico or some shit where they have to do that? You fucked with the microphone? No, I did not fuck with the microphone. Hold on. There. I don't want to dox you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying people from that area, they have to check all the time. You're in Cali? It was Reno, Nevada? Oh my god. Wait, Reno? Wait, Reno? What the fuck is... Hold on. Reno or Reno? Reno. Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to dox you! No! I didn't mean it! Reno, Nevada? I thought it was Reno. Whatever, I don't care anymore. As long as the scorpions don't get you, you're okay. I'm so glad I don't live in a place with scorpions. They terrify me. I still have to do that poll where I have to figure out how many of you live in the Midwest. I think I have a very high amount of people who watch me who are from the Midwest. I got a bunch of weebs watching me from the Midwest. That's what I think. That's what I think, kinda. But I could be wrong. Go ahead, poll it. I'm from the South. Sure. And 3 mods from Texas. Texas, you guys are gonna get mad at me. Texas is overrated. And I say that because their cities are such shit. Their cities are such shit, and you know it. You know it. Plus, your traffic is like the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Texas is Midwest. Texas is South. What the fuck? I almost said a slur. I'm sorry. I was about to say. What the fuck you just say? What the fuck you just... I was about to say. Oh, I was about to say. Oh my god. I caught myself too quick. I'm not even from Texas. I was like,
I know you ain't saying shit about Texas being Midwest.
I was like, no. Them's fighting words. Texas is North Brazil. Hey, that makes sense. But your streets and driving and traffic is really bad. It's almost as if people don't have licenses out there or some shit. It's like they just letting people just ride, just roll around. Oh crap! What were we doing? Oh, yeah, we're gonna do the Taimahosa. Texas is number 1 in what? In what? Tell me in what? Dallas and Houston are shit, yeah. Yeah, I was shocked when I went to Houston. I passed by Houston. I was like, what the fuck? What is this? It wasn't as bad as like St. Louis though. When I passed through St. Louis, they got graffiti on the fucking arch. It looked like a fucking bomb went off over there. I was like, did somebody drop a nuke here? What the fuck? Why does this look like Fallout 3? What the fuck is going on? Austin is just mini California. Oh my god, are you serious? Ugh, Chicago has shit streets too? I ain't saying it's the best. I ain't saying it's the best. I'll never say that. We got the most corrupt motherfuckers in this state ever. 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 Number 1, baby! Number 1! My head. My head. I'm just scrolling through Twitter right quick before I have to start this shit. Oh, boy, boy, boy! Arigato, Doc Nondi. Don't been a member for 6 months. Baka. Wait, the winged flying GMO spiders. Wait until they come out. That's one thing I hate about all these fucking weirdo scientist people. They have the fucking plague in a petri dish, and I'm like, why? Like, why you got that? I know I'm low IQ, but I don't know if you should have that. I don't know if I trust you to have that. Who do I trust to have the fucking the bubonic plague in a fucking petri dish? I don't fucking know. Not you. Not you, motherfucker. Oh my gosh. You know who we should give it to? I trust China. Let's give it to China. Does this get the plague is cute though? Probably. Do they have Plagueton? Plagueton. I have a funny video from 4chan on Chicago. Want me to post it? No. No. Never. Ebola-chan? That's Ebola-chan. I'm talking about the plague. I'm talking about the plague. Let's see. Okay. We've zatsued enough. We've zatsued enough. People are gonna get mad at me. Where's Higurashi? Yeah, we gotta do Higurashi. I just have to... Do I... How do I say this? We're not done with this first chapter, right? So I don't have to download the other one, right? Right? Hold on. Because I got the chapter 2 right here, but I have not installed it. Hold on. Why am I dying? Rick Vale, will the robot say that? Because it can't say AIDS. We found out they can't say AIDS. Dumb robot can't even say AIDS. Who makes a robot that can't say AIDS? That's so dumb. I'm installing it just in case. Just in case. Oh! I'm also wearing my glasses. That way I can read better than what I did last night. My God, it was terrible. I don't know how you guys even deal with me sometimes. Anyway, since we're waiting for this one to download... Oh wait, it's already done, is it? Is it already done? Arigato, Gioji. Yay! It did it! Okay. Okay. I was gonna go on a tangent about clippers, but that's okay. We're just gonna play this game. We're just gonna play this game. Oh, let's hear it.
Rick Bain donated $5 to the most wickedest Sawa-sama.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, the cranberries have spiders. My best friends are gang stalking me and the bananas have the AIDS.
The AIDS. Perfect. Perfect. I can't say AIDS. Mini Zatsu or go to game? Go to game. I'd rather go to game because I have to come out to my parents. So.
Mom, Dad, I ate a banana, and it had AIDS. It had AIDS.
Yeah. So the other one is done. Yeah, I just clicked it and it just installed it and it just did it. I thought it was gonna take fucking forever, but I guess not. Oh, hold on. To the game zone. Oh God. Do I need to do a recap? Yes, I guess. I mean, this is a short one? Essentially, Keiichi Maebara smacked himself in the face and came to the realization that his so-called friends are either possessed or they're gonna... that they're not possessed, but that they're gonna kill him. I don't know which one is worse. It could just be both. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, continue. Oh, Lord. Now, he is going to tell his parents that his family, or not his friends, are trying to kill him. Let's see how this turns out. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing. Has anyone told Sawa yet this is not safe for work? Fuck you, and if it is, I just fucking do this. How about that? You can't see the cuteness, but I can, so there. Baka. Baka hentai! JK, JK. I know this is not the hentai my Baka. Anyway, yes, the cuteness. That's what I'm calling it. I don't want to be lewd. What else am I supposed to say? There's a hentai mod, maybe. I don't know. I just got the one that allows the text to look pretty and has new art. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, hold on. I had to clear my throat. Alright, let's begin.
But if I told them everything that happened until now, would they understand? Rena, for example. That neighborly Rena, who is so diligent in looking after me, came to get me every day, and sometimes brought over a share of what she made. How could I explain that she wanted to kill me? With a needle! Ooh! No matter how I explained it, it would probably be difficult for anybody to comprehend. My somewhat eccentric dad wouldn't understand, and my high-strung mom would probably drag me off to a psychiatrist in the blink of an eye. Sadly, that was the amount of trust that existed in our relationship. Even if they did come to understand, what could they possibly do?
Move? Move? And leave? Yeah. Hot tongue mom. Get the fuck out! Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Baka hentai. Get him out of here! Oh my gosh. Baka. Okay, where were we?
Unless they could uncover the truth, they wouldn't be able to protect me. No. By informing them of these unnecessary things, I'd be putting my parents in danger as well. Considering that the victims in the past incidents were often married couples, I couldn't even joke about it.
To the most evil
Oh, you know what? He's right.
Kaichi, my brother in Christ.
Kaichi.
You're not a friend, you're an alibi.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're right.
For the entire Marebara family to have an accident or to just vanish into thin air, it was easily possible in Hinamizawa. What was important here was that knowing something unnecessary put you in danger. The most unsettling question was, how did they know that I knew?
Well, wait, how did they know that he knew? Wait a moment, that's a good question! How did they know that he knew? Yes.
As long as they didn't know, my parents might not fall victim. That was one way to think about it, I guess. At least it was like that in my case. After I found out, things started becoming odd. In other words, it meant the following. As long as my parents didn't know anything, nothing could happen to them. Yeah, nothing would happen to them, right, guys? Which means that this house would be a safe haven as long as my parents were in. I knew that these were just assumptions based on conjecture on top of conjecture. Wanting this house to be a safe haven, that was the pinnacle of my weak-willed method of thinking. I had to concede that it was not completely safe. It was only safer than the outside. I knew that I couldn't rely on my parents.
This is kind of sad. Hold on. Put this water to the side.
I knew that I couldn't rely on my parents. No, I couldn't risk getting my parents involved. Then the only person who could be my ally would be Oishi-san. Him, and him alone. He was the only person who understood the situation I was in. He didn't care so much about my safety, but he was without a doubt passionate about solving this case. It was a bit frustrating. Oishi-san was basically the whole reason I was in this mess. Now to get out of it, I had to rely on him. Meaning, if it was all going according to his devices... Ah, shit, this is terrible. I'm in a shit spot. It was just my job to look appetizing while bobbing in the waves just bait. Then, when the fish started gathering around, Oishi-san would pull up the big haul. It was slightly infuriating, but even...
Hold on. Ugh. I think I'm allergic to something here. Anyway, if I die, I die.
But even I thought that was the best course of action. So then, what should I do? Patience was the first rule of fishing. Just keep waiting until the fish actually bites. But I wasn't simply bait. There were lots of ways for me to struggle before being devoured. When they struck, I needed to somehow dodge just enough and tag out to Oishi-san. No question, it was going to be hard. The timing to bring Oishi-san in would be difficult. He was in the city, not Hinamizawa. So if I phoned him in my moment of need, it would take him about 30 minutes to reach me. So I needed to run away for those 30 minutes. Oh, shit! For example, if we set up a rendezvous point for dire situations or something, I just have to hide out there until Oishi-san arrives.
よし。少し見えてきたぞ。
Okay, I can almost see it now. I was still being chased around in the dark by boogeymen, but now I knew which way to go. I would never have imagined this would be so reassuring. Oh yeah. It would probably be best if I had a concealed weapon for when things got rough. Typically, that would call for a switchblade. But that wasn't too reassuring for combat. Also, since it was recognized as a weapon by the public, that also wasn't good. Really, when the time comes, a long weapon like a bat would work in my favor. I remembered that there was a metal bat at school. I could be confident with that when push came to shove. If I pretended I was practicing my swing, then it wouldn't be suspicious for me to always carry it around. I could go to school early tomorrow and secure it. Just possessing a weapon may be enough to deter them. Also, one more thing. Insurance. It could be something like a note or memo. I could write down everything that's happened as a sort of journal. That's not a bad... It's like he gained 50 billion IQ.
It really is. It really do be like that though.
In case I suddenly vanished, the journal would be left behind. With my journal in his possession, Oishi-san should be able to avenge my death. I left my parents engrossed in their conversation about work and went back to my room.
He's such a smart boy.
Renegade donated $1 to the most evil list Sawa-sama. New mission for all Kui boys. Make AIDS bananas stick to Sawa's brand just as much as Corpse Factory. Commence Operation Corpse closed due to AIDS.
No, you're just scared of AIDS bananas. I'm not scared of AIDS bananas like you are. They don't exist, silly. They don't exist. Oh no, there's an AIDS banana under your bed. Woo! Oh my gosh, yeah, the factory's closed. Thank God. Thank God. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, yeah, this. Oh, man. Please, 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 please let me survive.
I tore out a piece of paper from a notebook and made my way to my desk. Yes, I have boomer paper! Last time I wrote a journal was for summer homework in elementary school. In the off chance something bad happened, the police could use my diary as a lead. So I should only write down the facts. How should I start? I jotted down my thoughts as they came. I, Keiichi Marabata, am in fear for my life. It made me laugh nervously. Yeah. It was a line that showed up often in detective stories. I never even dreamed that I would be in the type of situation where I'd write it myself.
Arigato, Doku no Badid. For the one gift that membership play.
I do not know why they are after my life. Rena and the others were suspicious, but I had no proof. And that's why I couldn't write anything more. What? Wait a moment, what?
What do you mean you can't write anymore? What do you mean? What do you mean? They're not suspicious though? They tried to hurt you with the fucking mochi? I almost said cupcake. If I was a localizer, that's how I change it.
They, gave him a cupcake with a needle inside. People don't know about mochi. People don't know.
The jelly donut!
People don't know about mochi here in America. We would just call it a jelly donut or, a cupcake or whatever.
Oh, God. I called him smart too soon, and you're right. Get localized. That's right. Oh, my gosh.
I laughed wildly at myself for writing such a passage draped in mystery. Would the police be able to get the hint from reading this enigmatic message? No! Be more specific, dumbass! I could only pray that they would. No, you don't need to pray. You just write it on the paper. Draw a fucking chart. And circle Rena's head. And be like, this is messed up. This is messed up in here. Oh my god. Use red yarn on the wall or some shit. Make it easy for them. Use flashcards or some shit. Oh my gosh. Wasn't Keiichi's voice more nerdy? No. It was this. Or even this one. Yeah. It was this. Anyway. I could only pray that they would. What I prayed for the most, though. Oh my gosh, he's an idiot. What I prayed for the most, though, was that this journal never needed to play its part. Here I laughed nervously. Yeah. Great. It was too simple, so I wrote down one more line I just thought of. The only thing I do know is that it has to do with Oyashiro-sama's curse. Was that too much? I probably shouldn't write more than that. If I wrote any more, then it would seem like I was just delusional. In order to appear to the reader that the person who had written this was of sound mind, I chose not to write anything else at that point. How about you write about the mochi with the needle in it? Because it's like, oh, I think they're trying to kill me.
Well, how do you know that, son?
Well, Oyashiro-sama's curse.
No! You talk about this experience you had, Baka. Yeah, Mr. Migo. Yes, just write down what happened. He's not even writing down what happened. It's like he's never written a journal before. My goodness.
I just needed to add more as I learned more about the truth. I folded the paper and thought about a place to hide it. By hiding it somewhere obvious, there was a chance that they would uncover it instead. On the other hand, if it was too obscure of a location, then there was the risk of nobody finding it at all. In the end, I decided to take the clock off my wall and stick my folded note on the back of it with scotch tape. That's not a bad idea. But what if the paper gets too thick? Maybe you're gonna write a fucking manuscript and the clock and it's just like poking out and falls down and then they find it. Yeah, great job, Keiichi. After that, I put the clock back into its normal position. Yeah, a fucking manifesto or some shit, I don't know. Yeah, it didn't look like anything was hidden behind it. Now I needed to set it up such that if anything happens to me, my parents could find it. I looked at it from countless different angles until I was satisfied that I made my way satisfied and made my way downstairs. My parents were still talking about work. It didn't look like it was going to end anytime soon, so I cut in.
話中ごめん。
Sorry to interrupt.
ちょっと聞いてもらっていいかな。
I have something I want to talk to you about. I had never started a conversation like that before, so my parents were both startled. They stopped talking and turned towards
どう
me.
したの、ケイチ？
What is it, Keiichi?
お願いがあるんだけど、聞いてほしいんだ。
Oh, he's such a good boy. Let's see what he has to say.
I have a favor to ask of you. Please
そ
listen.
の、もしもだよ。
Just in case. Yeah.
ケイイチ、急ぎの話じゃなきゃ後にしなさい。
If it's not urgent, can we do this later?
お父さんとお母さんはちょっと今、
Right
急ぎの
now,
話をしてるんだ。
Bobby and Daddy have something urgent they're talking about.
I didn't think their talk was more urgent than mine. In any case, I stated my
も
request.
しもだよ。
Just in case,
俺
okay?
が死んだらさ、
If I die. Both my parents' eyes went wide as
死ん
saucers.
だらさ、
If I
俺の
die,
部屋にある時計、あれを棺に入れてほしいん
I
だ。
want you to put the clock on my wall in my coffin. If they did that, then they'd probably find it. My memoir. Both my parents remained wide-eyed, not moving an inch. I couldn't blame
あ
them.
の時計、工作の授業で作ったお気に入りなんだ。
I made that clock in shop class, and I really like
頼
it.
むよ。
So please,
どうしたの？
What's the matter?
ケイチ、
Keiichi,
何かあったの？
did something happen?
Oh no, did something happen? Now they want to know. Now they want to talk to him about his shit. Hold on. My mic keeps falling over again. Stay in this fucking position or I'm going to beat the shit out of you! Hold on. Today is just not a good day, is it? Ah, don't you know?
Mom was finally able to ask me with a questioning gaze. Of course, this was a normal response for when someone suddenly talked about a subject like this. I felt bad about making them worry, but right now I just wanted them to think about the clock in my room. With the awkward mood leaving the room in silence, I decided to go back up to my room.
俺さ、明日は早くに学校に行きたいから、もう寝るよ。
I want to get to school early tomorrow, so I'm going to bed.
おやすみ。
Good night. Saying only that, I left the living room. I needed to get to school early tomorrow and secure that bat. I should make today the last day I went to school with Rena. As I climbed the stairs, I heard my mom call my name, but I pretended not to hear her.
Missy, he did not come out to his parents. He decided to write a memoir instead and stick it to the back of his clock. And then he also decided to carry around a bat that he will equip himself with the next morning. So no, he's still gay.
He is still gay.
He's still gay, and he's hiding it. He's hiding it from his parents. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah.
It wasn't something I could talk about with my parents. If I talked about it, it would only make things more dangerous. The fight that had begun was mine and mine alone. I couldn't rely on anybody. I wouldn't be killed. Not when I still knew nothing. Well, I mean, they try to kill you with a needle in the cupcake. Or the mochi or whatever. They try to kill you with that. Ooh, a new tip.
Oh gosh, there's a new tip right here. It's very hot.
Very hot. What? You new tip? Saikin, Keiichi-kunの元気がないね。機嫌が悪いのかな? Keiichi-kun's been feeling down lately. Maybe he's in a bad mood.
さて、どうしたんだろうね。
I wonder.
恋の病にでもかかってるん
Maybe
じゃ
he's
な
on
い
his
の
period.
みーちゃん、それ飛躍しすぎ。みーちゃん、that's gross. どう思う? What do you think?
さあね。
Don't know.
ケイちゃんひょっとして。
Could be that
かな?
Kei-chan. Maybe.
わかんない。I don't know.
あの日、ケイちゃんと車で話してたの。中年のでっぷりした男だったんでしょ?
That day, Kei-chan was in the car talking to some tubby middle-aged guy, right?
間違いない。Yeah, no mistake.
大石のやつ、ケイちゃんに何を吹き込んでるのかな?
That Oishi. He probably fed him something fishy.
真剣そうだったよ。ケイチ君は顔面蒼白だった。ケイチ君 's face was so pale.
あのね、レナはよく知らないだろうけど。
You see, you might not know this.
実はあいつ、お社様の使いなんだよ。
But he's actually the messenger of Oyashiro-sama.
Espera, ¿quién es el messenger? Who's the messenger? What? Who's the messenger? Is it Oishi? Is Keiji the messenger? The cop? Is the cop? The cop? Okay. Huh? 何の話? What do you mean?
あいつが現れるとね、必ず鬼隠しが起こるの。
Whenever he shows up,
本当だよ。
someone is demoned away. No lie.
あれ? そうなの? Is that so?
おととし、リカちゃんのお母さんが受水したでしょ? その直前に大石が尋問してたんだよ。
The year before last, when Rika-chan's mom drowned, right? Right before that, she was visited by Oishi.
そういえば、サトシ君が転校する前にもいたね。Now that you mention it, he was around before Satoshi-kun transferred out too.
転校レナはいいやつだよな。
Transferred? You're so sweet, Rena.
で、今度はケイチ君の前に現れたんだ。じゃあ、ケイチ君も鬼隠しになっちゃう？ So, this time he's appeared before Keiichi-kun. So, Keiichi-kun is going to be demoned away too?
An empty silence hung in the air, and then it was suddenly interrupted.
That's my evil laugh, by the way. It came naturally, too. I was laughing. I was, like, legit laughing. What a lovely pair of young women. I'm sure they are very concerned about their friend. Oh, my gosh.
Save and load. Save? Yes.
Cause those continue. Nomad, I can't tell if they're in on the cult stuff or possessed and don't even know it. And to that, I'm going to say it doesn't matter. His life is still in danger, and it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care if they're LARPing. I don't care if they're fucking... It's a prank, bruh. I just pranked you with a fucking needle in your fucking mochi. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It is an interesting question to ponder. But, I don't give a fuck. These bitches be crazy either way. They be crazy either way, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get back to this.
This was the first time I'd ever woken with such clarity. It was 5:59, just moments before my alarm would go off. It's just a prank, bro! Or Yoshiro is right behind that tree!
Has anybody did a fucking... That'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny if somebody did that. Oh, hold on, my tummy hurt.
I was amazed at the precision of my eternal clock. I had made preparations for the next day of school before I went to bed. I changed quickly, stretched a bit, and descended to the deserted lower floor. It appeared that my mom was still asleep. Neither breakfast nor lunch was ready. Oh, who cares? Just go. Yesterday, I just unilaterally declared that I would be leaving early today, so it couldn't be helped. I slathered jam on some bread and topped it with some instant cocoa. I've never tried that before. Huh?
I need to try that. I need to try that. Alright then. You put some jam on the bread. And then you put instant cocoa on it. Okay, I have written down the recipe. I will try it, and I will get back to you. This shall be called Keiichi bread. Keiichi bread. There we go.
Just as I was finishing up breakfast, Mom rose groggedly from her slumber.
ケイチ、今日は早いのね。
My Keiichi, you're up early, don't you know?
学校の行事か何か？
Is there some sort of school event?
別に。
Not really. Answering bluntly, I picked up my bag and stood after stuffing 2 slices of bread down my throat.
もう行くの？
You're leaving already?
お弁当は？
What about lunch?
もうちょっと待ってくれないとできないわよ。
If you don't wait a bit, I can't make it.
If I waited for her to make my lunch, then it would end up being the same time as usual. If I did that, it would raise the chances of me running into Rena and Mion on the way. Yes, from today onwards, I was going to school alone.
今日はいいよ。
Yeah, I'm going to school alone. These bitches are not following me. No way. No how. I'll be fine for today.
じゃあお昼はどうするの？
Then what will you do for lunch? You're a growing boy after all.
抜け出して商店で菓子パンでも買うよ。
I'll slip out and buy some bread or something at the store.
そう。じゃあこれお昼代ね。
Really? Then here's some lunch money. Take the money.
ちゃん
Buy
と
the
レシート持ってくるの
bread.
よ。
Be sure to bring back the receipt.
Okay. I don't know why she would need the receipt. Whatever. I took the 1,000 yen bill from Mom and slipped it into my
こんな
pocket.
に早いけど、レナちゃんたちはこんなに早いの？
It's pretty early, and Rena-chan is up early as well.
いや、俺だけ。
No, just me.
レナちゃんには早く出るって伝えてあるの？
What the fuck is up with this fucking bitch and Rena-chan, bro? I'm sorry, I shouldn't call my mom a bitch. I need to be more respectful. What is up with this mom and fucking Rena-chan, bro? Mom be shipping, I guess. Wait. I guess. I don't know. I should have just came out to my parents. I should have just came out. Bro. Whatever. Whatever. What voice was I giving her?
Oh yeah, you betcha. That one. Did you tell Reina that you were leaving early?
I have no reason to tell her every little detail, now do I? Finding it difficult answering the onslaught of questions, I made an annoyed face.
レナが来たら、ケイイチは先に行ったって伝えてよ。
Tell Rena that I went ahead when she comes.
ちょっとケイチ、待ちなさい。
Hey, Keiichi, wait!
It's not that I didn't trust my parents. I just couldn't rely on them. They couldn't help me. I could only hope that they didn't get involved. It was safer that way. My mom's annoying voice was cut off by the slam of the door. For the first time since I moved here, I headed down the road to school alone. Up until now, I'd always walked down the same path at the same time each day. So I always met with the same people at the same places. But today was different. I didn't meet the people I would normally, and nobody was at the places where I would normally meet them. Okay, that's a weird sentence, but we'll read it. Yeah. Of course, Rena wasn't in the spot where we usually meet, and there wasn't anyone at the spot where we would have met up with Mion. The length of the tree's shadows, the morning air, and the brightness of the sun was a completely different type of morning from what I was used to. Without a doubt, it felt strange.
Yeah, a comma would be nice. A comma would be nice, wouldn't it?
It left me with the impression that I had destroyed the illusion Hinamizawa had set up for me before it had enough time to prepare all the props needed to deceive me.
あら、ケイチくん。
My, Keiichi-kun.
今朝は早いわね。み
You're
んなで早
early
朝から待ち合わ
today.
せ
Is everyone meeting early this morning?
The person who called out to me was someone we had always passed by as they were taking a walk along the edge of the fields. Their name was, I forgot. I forgot. Of course, this wasn't the spot where we usually pass.
今朝は早くに目が覚めちゃったので、気分転換なんです。
I woke up early today, so I thought it would be a good change of
あまり
pace.
気にしないでください。
That's all. I threw out a random excuse.
レナちゃんやミオンちゃんはどうしたんだい？
What about Rena-chan and Mion-chan?
今日は一人なの？
Are you by yourself today?
ええ、まあ。
Well, yeah. I was being asked the same type of questions my mom was asking. So I answered them in the same uninteresting, vague manner. Why do I get the feeling that everyone is in on this shit? Except me. It wasn't funny being asked where Rena was each time I passed by someone. But maybe it was to be expected. It was because, for so long, we were always together so amicably. Even I felt that if I let my guard down, we could still be friends. Stop it, Keiichi. Don't think about that anymore. You spent all day yesterday thinking about how dangerous it was to go soft, didn't you?
Beep beep. I can't do like gun sounds, by the way, or any kind of like car sounds or like sounds in general. I can't do any of those. I can only do voices. Which is kind of funny. Maybe I could do like, hold on, let me try. Yeah, nope, can't do it. Oh, Zaf, hi! You got your tattoo! My leg burns and is covered in blood, but it looks so metal. You know what else would be metal? If you didn't get the tattoo. I hope they paid you. I hope they paid you for the Doom tattoo. It's like my leg burns. Ooh. He got roasted. God gave you all the voices but took your sounds. Yeah, I can't do like sound effects. My gun sounds are like pew pew, pew pew pew, pew pew pew. And I can't do like dog sounds either. I see some chubas that can do a really good doggy bark. My doggy bark is very bad. It's like wow, 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 wow. It is the worst dog ever. It's the worst dog ever. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. But that's how my dog used to sound like. My chihuahua used to sound like that. R.I.P. But yeah. Yeah, Nano does a great bark. I thought it was a real dog. I thought it was a real doggy. Zaf, I miss having a dog. Rip. Yeah, dogs are fun. Until they're not. And they pee on your bed. I have to think of all the bad times. I know a lot of people are like, think of the good times that you had with your dog. Yeah, but then I'll miss him. I need to think of the bad times. When he fucked with my shit. When he fucked with my shit. That little piece of shit. Oh my gosh. But he was a nice chihuahua. He wasn't a crazy one. I've had crazier ones. He was actually pretty nice. They pee pee poo poo, that's right. You gotta remember that. And then you'll think about it and you're like, yeah. I don't want a dog. Yeah. Oh, okay. Marui.
A car horn blared out of nowhere. Even though I was walking, lost in thought, the horn was way too close. A mechanical behemoth barreled at me from behind, catching me completely off guard. By the time I turned around, the van's hulking chassis was almost up against me. What? I'd seen plenty of cars veer to the opposite shoulder to avoid pedestrians. This car was doing the opposite. It felt like there was somebody on the opposite shoulder, and the van was swerving in my direction to avoid them. That blissfully arrogant train of thought delayed me from realizing something much, much more important. It's Truck-kun. It's Truck-kun, guys. He's out to get me. Van-kun, yeah. I'm about to get isekai'd. That large mass was hurtling right at me. Was it going to hit me? It was going to hit me! Inside my head instantly flooded with a painful cold liquid. In that moment, the scene before me, no, time itself, had frozen. In the silence of that frozen moment, I compared the van. So close that I had no way to dodge it, and my body, the upper half, twisted awkwardly in order to look behind me. There was no way I could dive out of the way in my current position. If I lost focus now, this moment would unpause, and I would probably be plowed over, caught in this silly pose. Bend my upper body towards the paddy by the side of the road. If I bent far enough, I could get away just by being hit by the side view mirror. As soon as the thought crossed my mind, the temporal stasis was shattered by the deafening sound of the van.
Itai! No!
The side mirror struck my shoulder, sending me spinning off and through the air like a top, locked in my contorted position. Shit! Kerplash. Sent tumbling through the air, I crashed into the muddy paddy by the side of the road. My entire body was soiled and drenched. But the choice I had made in that instant was unmistakably for the best. I was covered in mud, but when the alternative was being hit by the car, it was the closest I could be to being unscathed.
Tony Stark donated $5 to the most evil list Sawa-sama. Truck-kun cannot be stopped.
That's right.
Truck-kun cannot be delayed.
That's right.
Truck-kun cannot be avoided. Truck-kun comes for all men. Mortis.
That's right. He does. Anyway, where were we?
Rising from the paddy, I had enough in me to glare over at the stopped van and yell profanities at the driver. I'm not sure if he was able to see me, but the van sped off suddenly. Wait, damn it! This was what they call a hit and run, wasn't it? I couldn't help but continue yelling out profanities. The disgrace from being covered in mud hurt me more than any physical wounds. I slogged through the muddy paddy and made my way back onto the road. This is a crime! God damn it! Shit! I'll track you down and sue you! If I go looking for a van, I'm sure to find it in this little village. The path I was on had rice paddies on either side, and it became so narrow that one car could barely fit through. It wasn't a place you would tear full speed down in a car, let alone pass by pedestrians. Not only was it a narrow road, but the car just now was closer to my side of the road than the other when it went past me. Even as I cursed, I was desperately trying to suppress the dark cloud rolling up within me. This wasn't just a hit and run. That car just now was trying to run me over, wasn't it? Thinking back, I did feel that there had been a car creeping up on me slowly for a while. That's right. As soon as I parted ways with that person taking a walk, I had that feeling the whole time. If it had wanted to pass me, then it had no shortage of chances. Normally, I would have felt suspicious and turned around sooner. But I was lost in thought, and now was kicking myself for not realizing it was there sooner. And then, when the path became narrow and there was no one else in sight, he floored it. If I hesitated even for a moment, the result would have been no laughing matter. As for the adrenaline rush from nearly being run over subsided, and the realization of how terrifying the preceding events were sunk in, yeah. There's no doubt about it. That van was intentionally trying to hit me. A cold, vicious sweat seeped from my scalp. Yeah. Everybody hates Keiichi. Oh no. Let me stretch out a bit. A cold, vicious sweat seeped from my scalp and slid down my back before dribbling off. I struggled to avoid falling into a panic. There was still the possibility that this was really just an accident. Sure. Calm down, Keiichi. But also, don't be naive, Keiichi. Being that lax will get you killed next time. You need to always be on your toes. Don't give them any openings. If my enemy was really out to kill me, the next time, they would use a more reliable method. If that time came, and I was acting like I was now, getting covered in mud was the price I had paid for my own naivete. Oh, I hate mud. Covered in mud, but without injury. Not even a sprain. I guess this was what you call the silver lining. I began walking again, this time cautiously. I wouldn't even show a hint of carelessness. I had suspected only Rena and the others up until now. No. It was because I had suspected them that I had believed there were no other enemies. Oishi-san said so, didn't he? There was the possibility of a village conspiracy. There was the possibility of a village conspiracy. Yeah, there was, wasn't there? Was I really mired so deeply in this situation that I had no choice but to try and carry on as usual? Wouldn't it be the safest just to hold myself up in my house? No, because then they'll know where you're at. But the moment I had abandoned my regular routine, everyone around me would abandon theirs as well. That was just too horrifying of a thought. I recalled the tales Oishi-san told me of when Hinamizawa was still called Onigafuchi, a frightening tale of an entire village of demons hunting their prey, surrounding them and eating them alive. One must not interfere with the demons. One must pretend to not see it. The enemies were numerous, the whole village. The villagers, with their unwavering faith in the curse, would do nothing to help me. There was a strong sudden flash of sunshine. Sudden? Why can't I read today? Hold on. I need a sip of
Water.
Yeah, that's a good question. How do they know that he knows? How do they know that he knows? Or maybe it's just anybody that Oishi-san comes into contact to dies? They're just like, oh, well, if Oishi is meeting with them, then therefore they must know something? Probably. I don't know.
The strong, sudden flash of sunshine made me slightly dizzy. I had no idea what was going on anymore. When I suspected it was the work of man, I would catch a glimpse of Oyashiro-sama's curse. And when I suspected it was Oyashiro-sama's curse, someone would poke their head out. What was coincidence? What was intentional? Who was my enemy? Who was just a bystander? No. What I really, truly wanted to know was, how did I end up with a proverbial bullseye painted on my back? Eventually, an answer in a form I could understand will appear. I don't care when that will happen, because until then, I cannot die. That alone fueled my resolve to fight and will keep me alive.
Yeah, right.
I remember seeing the metal bat in the gym storage shed, but there was a padlock on the door barring my entry. At the very least, I wanted to get my hands on it before everyone else arrived at school. I circled around the school grounds impatiently. But all I could find were things like pieces of lumber. Nothing I could bring into the classroom easily. Then, I had an epiphany. I should search inside the classroom. If it was something in the classroom to begin with, then there wouldn't be a problem. I could tell that everyone's indoor shoes were still in their lockers. Good thing I came early. Nobody else was here yet. I wondered, what could I find in the classroom? I didn't think I could find an especially effective weapon like a bat. But it couldn't be helped at this point. Until the gym storage shed was open, I needed to find a substitute.
An eraser. You shall protect yourself with this eraser. Oh my nose. What if Keiichi just has is just an undiagnosed schizophrenic? I don't know. That'd be interesting, but I doubt it.
A lingering hint of naivete whispered that there was no way I'd be attacked at school. But such soft ideas would no longer protect me. I get attacked at school every fucking day! They fucking pull pranks on me and shit. What are you talking about? To think that they were slowly making their way into parts of my life that I had once thought I almost said impregnable. Impenetrable. Oh, God. Help me read. Please help me read today. Yeah, impregners. Boy preggers. In the worst case, my own house might not be safe anymore. That was an incredibly frightening thought, but I believe that not considering the worst case scenario would have been even more frightening. Anyways, I will survive. So long as I lived, then I will definitely be able to escape this labyrinth of nonsense. Definitely. My exploration of the classroom came to an impasse, yeah. That much was to be expected. There was no way there would be anything that could be a weapon in the classroom. In case of emergency, there was probably nothing I could do but swing my own chair around. My gaze landed on the lockers that had come to be used for personal storage. The locker that Mion used to store her pile of games was among them. There was one for each person in the class, all lined up. Of course, there was one for me as well. Oh yeah. There was supposed to still be a tracksuit in my locker. Seeing me covered in mud would be strange. I should go change later. But first, I needed a weapon. If one of the classmates came, it would be hard to rummage through all the lockers. I swiftly began opening the lockers one by one. They were mostly just filled with things like gym clothes, personal items, and umbrellas. An umbrella. If I couldn't find anything better, then this would have to be my weapon. I was about to give up on finding anything decent when I opened a locker that held exactly what I wanted. It was, without a doubt, a metal bat. It was well worn and pretty beaten up, but there was no doubt it was usable. In that locker that reeked of mold, there also hung a baseball uniform. It was probably the locker of a student in Pee Wee League or something like that. If that was the case, then he'd probably ask for it back. At that time, I would hear the voices of children scuffling their way noisily from the hallway. Amongst them, I could make out Rika-chan and Satoko.
おはようございますです。おはようございますです。
Good morning.
あらあらあら、今朝はお早いですわね、ケイチさん。 I'm gonna read it like this. Hold on. You guys are gonna hate me.
My, you're quite early this morning, Keiji-san. My, you're quite early this morning, Keiji-san.
Keiji-san, you're a peasant, that's right.
Baka.
Ashkajiani donated $2 to the most evil list Sawa-sama. Plus
Arigato.
5 bat of Menhera's Bane acquired.
In a locker, nonetheless.
I nonchalantly hid the bat I was holding behind my back.
なんなんですのその身なりは。What's with your outfit? 泥だらけでしたよ。You're covered in mud.
ああまあちょっとあってな。
Yeah, I had a little
すぐ
accident.
着替えるから勘弁
incident.
しろ。
I'm going to change now, so cut me some slack. Yeah, I'm going to change now, so cut me some slack. Oh man. With that said, I began taking off my clothes. Satoko began to blush just as I expected her to.
レディーの前でお着替えなんてしつけがなってませんことよ。
Changing in front of a lady. Have you no tact at all?
I won't do that. I won't do that to you guys. But he is a peasant. Changing in front of a lady. Have you no tact at all? Have you no tact at all?
Baka.
着替えをじーっと見てるレディもしつけがなってないと思うぞ。
Yeah, maybe you should turn around. Yeah, why are you peeking? Hold on, we gotta see that. Oh shit, she is peeking. I kinda like this version for this, but it's terrible, it's terrible. I would think that a lady staring at someone who was changing would be the one lacking in tact.
男子は更衣室がないんだか
There's
ら
no
諦めろ。
changing room for the boys, so just deal with it. As Satoko feigned disgust, she went into the hall, still blushing. Conversely, Rika-chan continued to stare at me, preparing to change.
リカちゃんもレディーなら着替えを見てるのは良くないと思うぞ。
If Rika-chan is a lady as well, then I don't think it would be appropriate for you to be
僕は
watching.
レディーじゃないですからいいのです。
I am not a lady, so it's fine.
I'm blushing right now, hold on. She deliberately pouted and looked at me with upturned
じ
eyes.
ゃあリカちゃんも今からレディーだ。
Then, starting now, you're a lady. Yeah.
レディーなら仕方ありませんです。
If I'm a lady, then I suppose I must.
Rika-chan, appearing to be satisfied with being considered a lady, made her way to join Satoko in the hallway. Just as I breathed a sigh of relief, Rika-chan stopped suddenly and turned back toward me.
ケイチは野球を始めますですか？
Are you going to start playing baseball? Baseball.
It seems Rika-chan had noticed
あ
that.
あ、ちょっとさ、
Yeah, just, you know,
体がなまってさ、
I was feeling a bit out of shape.
ちょっと素振りでも始めようかなってな。
So I thought I'd try practicing my swing.
健康に気を使うのはとても良いことだと思いますです。
I think it's wonderful you taking care of your head.
She was talking to me like an old lady despite her appearance. After saying that, Rika-chan just started to leave again, but stopped and looked back at me once more.
そのバットなくさないでくださいねです。
Please, don't lose that bat.
Why would she say that? It seems she already knew I took it out of someone's locker. There was no name on the locker door. I didn't know whose bat it was, but I would be borrowing it until they complained. It wouldn't be for long, just until the gym storage shed was opened. After quickly changing into the tracksuit, I checked the time. I still had plenty of time before class began because I came so early. I took the bat in one hand and went out to the schoolyard. That was, of course, to practice my swing. I needed to make it known I would always have a bat on me so I could practice my swing. At some point, the sunlight had become even stronger. Disregarding my classmates as they made their way to school, I took my position in the shadow of the school building. I wasn't the academic type, and I wasn't much of an athlete either. I might get muscle pain if I just suddenly started swinging. I should at least start out with some warm-ups. I doubt anyone would think I was doing something out of the ordinary, which was the exact opposite of my actual mental state. I gripped the bat and swung lightly. The bat was by no means light. The weight would make it a reliable weapon when I needed it to be. Of course, I could only pray that the moment I needed to use this weapon would never come. Just carrying it around could deter attacks against me. At least, that's what I hoped.
Are?
あれは
ケイちゃん
ケイちゃん
まだ何やってんの
What are you doing?
Being bombarded with such a hysterical voice, I jumped.
ケイチくん、野球部だよ。野球部だよ。野球部だよ。Is that baseball team? Is that baseball team? Really? Okay. Wow, Keiichi-kun, are you on the baseball team? The baseball team? Is baseball club. See, that's what, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like very weird.
It was Rena and Mion.
先に行ったって言われて驚いたけど、ケイちゃん、あんた何やってるわけ
I was surprised to see you went off ahead. What are you doing, Kei-chan?
見てわからないかよ。
Can't you tell by looking?
素振りだよ。甲子園だ
I'm
よ。
practicing my swing for the championship.
別にダイエットでもいいぞ。
You could say it's part of my diet if you want.
ダイエットってケイちゃん、そんなに太ってたっけ
Diet? Kei-chan, are you really that fat?
ああ、知らなかったろ。実は三段腹なんだ。
Bet you didn't know. I actually have a beer
も
belly.
ちもちでタプタプなんだぞ。
It's plump and jiggles.
もちもちでタプタプ。Plump and jiggles.
レナ、変な想像しなくていいぞ。
Rena, you don't have to imagine something weird like that. To disrupt Rena from imagining something that vulgar, I ruffled her hair messily.
じゃあまあ、頑張って県大会を目指してちょうだいよ。
Oh, well then. Hope you make it to regionals, at
お
least.
じさん応援してるわ。
This old man will cheer you
野
on.
球部の強い高校、教えよっか
Regionally speaking, it seems that Oshima High is pretty
そこにい
strong.
る左腕の亀田くんが、すごいピッチャーなんだけどさ。
They say their southpaw, Kameda-kun, is amazing.
頑張ってね。
頑張ったね.
Seems they've already taken me for a baseball nut, but oh well. Yeah. Well, if I really did make it to the championship, it would be a cinch. After all, I'd be the pitcher and the catcher. I'd pitch the ball, then run past the ball. I just threw and change over to being the catcher in a burst of super incredible explosive speed. I laughed dryly at the ludicrous image. Coming back to my senses, I smashed the bat against the ground.
さあ、
Damn it!
何笑ってんだよ、俺。
What am I laughing at? I pounded the ground over and over. With each impact, The reverberation traveling through the bats stung my hands. If they smile at me like that, I'll... Don't allow anyone close to me. Don't trust anyone. No matter how many times I tell myself that. If they made me smile like that, I already knew quite well that there were demons dwelling in my smiling friends. But I just couldn't believe it. Did that kind of split personality really exist? Like how Rena confessed to the doctor. Were they simply being possessed by Oyashiro-sama? In other words, does a supernatural being like Oyashiro-sama really exist? And was it possessing everyone to try and kill me? Really? Is that what we believe now? Okay. And was it possessing everyone to try and kill me? Yeah. That would be wonderful.
Baka!
Yeah, that would be wonderful. If only everyone were actually my friends all along, and everything was just Oyashiro-sama's fault. You damned fool, Keiichi Matabara! Come on now! I yelled out, drawing out all the power from the pit of my stomach, and raised the bat violently into the air. Stop being so soft! As I screamed out with all my might, I beat the metal bat into the ground over and over. With every impact, my weakness was being beaten down. Smash. Forget. Smash. Don't be soft. Smash. Know your enemy. Smash. Like hell, I'd let them kill me. My shoulders heaving up and down from my ragged breathing. I heard the first bell ring, just as I calmed down. Oh man. I gasped with a sudden realization. That was the final bell. As I felt all the tension drain from me, I let out a deep breath. My mind was in a muddled state of much of the entire day. I didn't feel like I was awake, but I didn't feel like I was asleep either.
$5 to the most wickedest Sawa-sama.
Arigato.
Demons, start the Doom music.
Start the Doom music. I did like the new Doom. With the new music, it was very nice. I liked playing that, yeah. You know, I never finished it. Maybe I should finish it. On my own. Yeah. I like the flow of that game. It feels very nice. When you shoot, and then you get to punch him in the face, and then you just flow. You just flow from enemy to enemy to enemy. It's very nice. You get in the zone. But I would never get the Doom tattooed on my personage. Never! Only bakas would get that done. Yes. Never. I hope that's washable. I hope they use the marker. I hope they use the Crayola marker. You should take a picture and show it to the devs or whatever. They might like it though. I'm being serious. I'm not bullying you. Unless you want me to bully you some more. They would probably like it. Anyway. They'd be like,
This guy, he did it for free. Look at what he did. He's just like a Reddit bot. He did it for free.
He's a he did it for free. For free. Actually, he paid someone. No refunds. Can you get a tattoo refund day? Does anybody have a tattoo? And did they talk to you about that? If you don't like it, buy one get one free or some stupid shit. Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't get tattoo. I don't have a tattoo. Ask for a return. Sometimes if it turns out really bad, it can happen. Define really bad. You can get money back, but removal is out of your pocket. Oh. But how? So bad the shop realizes it'll mess with their reputation. You know what? Yeah, I can know. Yeah.
I couldn't say it felt especially comfortable, but I felt a kind of relief that the sanctity of the school part of my daily life had yet to be violated. So long as I... Hold on. I need to stretch more. I'm getting gamer back and I hate it. Excuse me, can I put this tattoo on layaway? Oh no. The best policy is not to get tattoos. Yeah, that's my policy, but people do their own thing, and I laugh at them for it. Sometimes tattoos look really nice, though. I won't lie about it. But for every good tattoo, there's a really bad one. There's a really, really bad one.
Okay, let's see here.
How long would I have to keep on living like this? I could only grit my teeth and bear with it as this living hell slowly gnawed away at me.
Keiichi-kun, やろうやろう. Come on. 部活の時間なんだよ. It's cup time. Cup time.
The sound of Rena's voice brought me back to my senses.
ほらほら、ケイちゃん、ぼーっとしない。
Come on, Kei-chan. Stop spacing out.
机を寄せて寄せて。
Bring your desk.
Everyone was moving their desks together as usual. That's right. It was happy, fun club time. But I had no intention of taking part. I haphazardly stuffed the contents of my desk into my bag as I prepared to go home. It was a weak-handed gesture to avoid having to actually say, I'll be going home now.
なんだよ、ケイちゃん。
What's this,
今日も
Kei-chan?
直帰なわけ？
You planning on going home right away again?
Mion sounded quite
気
disappointed.
分が乗らないんだ。しばらくほっといてくんないかな。
I'm just not in the mood. Could you just let me be for a while? The tone of the words that spilled from my mouth matched Mion's disapproving glare. It felt like the air in the room had dried out. Satoko looked like she was about to say something, but perhaps dissuaded by the mood, she swallowed her words and stayed silent. Nobody said a thing. I took that to mean that I could leave if I wanted. But the collective gaze of the four of them, like the tiny pins used to mount an insect on display, held me in place. Rena was the one who cut through the heavy mood.
ケイチ君、やっぱり女の子と一緒に遊ぶのなんか嫌だったかな？ケイチ君、you just don't like playing with girls, I guess.
Yeah, women suck.
Yeah, that's right. Bye. This guilt tripping would totally work on me. Oh my god.
You have to stay strong, brother. You have to stay strong. Just think about how icky they are. They have cooties.
Did she just get?
I would have told her, yeah, I'm gay. And what? Who cares? Women, ew, ucky, icky. Women, ew. Just say you're gay already.
Oh, God. There we go.
She said it in such a melancholic tone that it sent a wave of pain racing through my heart. Oh no! If this pain was going to kill me, I wanted it to be the soft part of me that could still feel pain. It tore at my chest, violently tearing out the pins that held me in place. And then I got a heart attack, and then I went to another school where there were disabled girls.
そういうわけじゃねえよ。
That's not it at all. Yeah, that's not it at all. I'd only be hurting myself by saying anything more, so I swallowed my words. Cutting things off there, I turned away and exited the room. They didn't speak a word to me as I left.
Why wouldn't he want to play with me? I just give him some mochi with a needle in it.
It was a long, dull trip back home, but I didn't lose focus. Oh man, I firmly squeezed the grip of the bat, which was already soggy from sweat. Realizing that, I wiped it down with my sleeve. If something were to happen, I wouldn't want it to be slippery. Since this morning, I've become especially sensitive to the presence of cars. Even while walking, my ears pricked up and sought out threatening sounds and presences that could be closing in. And that was why I could hear it. Without a doubt, there were footsteps. Those footsteps had matched up perfectly with mine for a while now. From what I could sense, it was just one person. But I had no intention of being careless. Did they intend to follow me like that car this morning? Until we were in a good location to assault me? Then it wasn't a good idea to keep walking like this. I stopped walking and looked back. The wooded path crowded with trees responded with silence, as if there was nobody there to begin with. But I wouldn't be fooled. I was certain footsteps were following me. And just as I stopped, the footsteps stopped as well. Meaning, the person following me wanted to keep their distance. That was, without question, proof that I was their target. I held my breath, waiting for that presence to panic and start moving again. The trees rustled with the sound of the wind. The Higurashi also joined in the distant chorus, trying to throw my focus into disarray. Had 5 minutes passed? Or had I been like this for a whole 30 minutes? It was so hard to breathe that I might have suffocated.
What if he just holds his breath and dies right there? Oh man. He's almost as schizo as Chat. Well, you would be too if Truck-kun tried to kill you!
Baka.
He got hit by a car, dummy. He has a right to be at least schizo for the rest of the day. He has a schizo pass. He can stay that way. Oh man, I need some water. I don't know why Chat's schizo though.
It was so hard to breathe that I might have suffocated. It seemed that I would be the first one to panic. Without a doubt. He was lurking in the shade of that tree with bated breath. Then, I'd make the first move. I fixed my grip on the bat. I raised it up to my shoulder to be ready to swing it at any time.
Oi!
Hey!
いるんだろそこに
I know you're there! With all my might, I screamed at whoever was hiding in the shade of the trees. But the presence in the shade didn't budge. Until the moment I found them, they had no intention of revealing
分
themselves.
かってんだよ
I know already!
そこにいるのはよ
I know you're there! I screamed out angrily at them again, but even still, they didn't move at all. Then, I'll go over there myself.
He's gonna take out the trash. What do we think is there, chat? Who do we think is there? Who do we think? Here we go. Here we go.
With all due diligence. That's a weird statement. With all due diligence, I approached, step by step. Stepping into the tree's shadow, I saw a human figure there. The figure was curled up like a small animal.
レナ
Rena. When she realized I had found her, her expression softened. She seemed apologetic, but wasn't going to speak a
なん
word.
か俺に言おうかよ
Did you have some business with me? I wouldn't accept that silence and screamed the question at her.
別にNo, not really. I just
Rena was in panic and with tears welling up in her eyes. But it was obvious that she had been following me.
部活はどうしたんだよ
What about the club?
ケイチ君がお休みしたからレナもお休み Since you're not, I'm not.
関係ないだろ
That shouldn't matter.
俺なんか気にしないで遊んでろよ
Don't mind me and just play.
だってケイチ君のこと心配で But I'm just worried about you.
Oh, here we go. Thinking about how I've been acting up until now, it wasn't hard to imagine that my behavior could have been perceived as strange. So Rena was concerned. At a quick glance, that's how it would seem. But I wasn't going to let my guard down that easily. Even if that really was the case, she still wouldn't have to do something like try to tail me. She should have called out to me when I was... Yeah, you know, that's right. She could have called out to me. She should have called out to me when I was leaving and gone out right with me. But Rena didn't do that. Yeah, she didn't. She kept her distance from me and matched my walking speed. On top of that, she matched the sound of her footsteps and deviously tried to hide her presence from me. Then, after she realized I noticed she was there, she held her breath as she tried hiding from me. She wore a timid expression that would force one to take pity on her. But without a doubt, she was tailing me.
もうついてくんなよ
Stop following me. Still glaring at Rena, I continued walking onwards. After I'd walked for a bit, she ignored my command and began walking again. So I yelled at her once
つ
more.
いてくるなって言ってるだろ
I told you to...
What?
Tony Stark donated $3 to
Hello,
the most
Tony.
evil list
Arigato.
Sawa-sama. I'm just worried about you. Read as, I'm worried that you'll get hit by that car again before I can give you more needles. Rena.
I'm worried about you. I'm worried that you'll get hit by the car again before I can give you more needles. A growing boy like yourself needs a lot of needles. KG is a piece of shit and hates women. He's just like me, for real. What's going on? What? What? No way. No way. I can't believe this. Just like me, for real. Can't believe it. There goes my hero. Literally me, I know. He's so real for that. I don't hate women. Especially the 2D kind. They're cute. Even when they're trying to kill me. I mean, look at her. Hold on, let's get it. Cute. Kind of cute. Cute. Okay, let's get back to this.
Kawaii, kawaii.
I told you not to follow me!
だってレナの家も同じ方向だし。
But my house is in the same direction.
じゃあレナが先を歩けよ。レナが見えなくなったら俺も歩く。
Then walk ahead of me. I'll start walking once I can't see you anymore. I moved out of the way and waved my bat violently to urge her forward.
レナはケイチ君と一緒に帰りたいな。
I like to go home together with you.
Making a pitiful expression, she meekly squeaked out the words in a voice that she knew would cut into my heart. That agitated me to no end. I knew it was a lie. If you wanted to go home together, then you should have called out to me. That's right. That's right. He's learning. He's learning. He's learning. He's learning. He's totally getting it now. No, you're just blurting out some random lies.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
It seemed that the seething anger within me was written all over my face. Even without me saying anything, Rena had understood what I was feeling inside.
分かったならほら、行けよ。
If you get it, then go! I swung the bat, urging her again to walk. Rena looked back and forth between me and the bat and started walking hesitantly, then stopped again.
早く行けよ、早く。
Go on, then. Hurry!
早く。
I'm going. そのバットやめてよ。So please stop with the bat. 怖いの。怖いの。It's scary.
Rena guarded herself while pointing at me holding the bat. She may have realized that I wasn't planning on using this bat for baseball. I lowered the bat, but still guardedly opened the way for her.
行けよ。
Go.
これなら文句ないだろ。
There's no problem now, is there? Yeah, there's no problem now, is there? There was nothing else she could protest. She passed by me timidly so as to not set me off. As I watched her pass by, she stopped completely after having barely moved at all.
おい、立ち止まるなよ。
Hey, don't stop! Then a powerful gust blew past us, barraging my face with dust. Ah, here we go. The dust got into my eyes and clouded my vision. While rubbing my eyes with my left hand, I swung blindly with the bat in the right, protecting the small opening I had presented. But Rena didn't even try to attack during that opening. Attack me? No, she hadn't budged an inch. I could tell from the sound of her fluttering skirt in the wind. As her skirt settled, so did the silence. At that moment, the voice inside me immediately warned me of impending danger. I was caught by surprise. The smell of the air had changed. Without me realizing it, the air around me felt like a calamity was about to befall me. It was like the air had suddenly become invisible concrete, like Rena and I were locked in this space. Rena didn't move an inch. I was also unable to move. I stared at her back. Rena was the first to break the silence. Instantly, she altered her stance. I felt like I had just witnessed her shift from Rena into that other person who looks like Rena. But the voice was the one I knew well, which filled me with a kind of bewildering pity. Carelessly, I felt relief upon hearing that pitiful voice.
ごめんね。
Well, excuse me, but...
聞いてもいい？
Can I ask you something?
Too shy to even turn around, Rena squeezed her voice out desperately. As she trembled.
なんだよ。
What?
あのね、どうしてバットなんか持ってるのかな
Why do you have a bat? I wonder.
Here we go. The question Rena asked was by no means
俺
unexpected.
が何を持ってたっていいだろ。
I can carry whatever I want.
でも、昨日まで持ってなかったし。
But you didn't have one up until today.
どうして突然
Why so suddenly?
別に突然でもいいだろ。
It's alright if I decide to do something suddenly, isn't it?
俺がバットを持ってるとおか
Is
しい
it
かよ。
strange that I have a bat?
だって圭一くん野球とかしない人だったでしょ
Well, because, Gigi, you're not the kind of person to play baseball.
おかしいよ。
It's weird. He will be, that's right. That's right, he will be. He's gonna use your fucking head as the ball. Try something weird. I dare you. Try something weird. I dare you. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I couldn't tell what kind of answer she was looking for, and I was getting tired of
Boomer Boss
answering her.
donated $3 to the most
Arigato,
evil list
Boomer
Sawa
Wow.
Sama. Bro is about to be as irresponsible as a Secret Service team.
I think he'll do okay. I think he'll do okay as long as there's no more wind. Well, here we go. We'll see.
突然野球がしたくなったんだよ。
I just suddenly got the urge to play baseball.
それじゃおかしいか？
Is that so weird?
おかしいよ。
Okashiyu. It's weird.
She answered insistently, and that annoyed me. And she answered instantly, and that annoyed me slightly.
突然野球がしたくなった。
I just suddenly wanted to play baseball,
素振りがしたくなったから
and I
バッ
wanted
トを
to
持ち歩い
practice
て
my
る。
swing. So I'm carrying around a bat.
それのどこが変なんだよ。
What's strange about that?
Did you just... Hentai? Isn't that like a... Hen? Hen, that part? Isn't that just mean like weird? Yeah, that is what it means, isn't it? Hen is weird? Shit! My weeb is slipping through! No! No, I don't want to know Japanese! I don't want to know Japanese! No! No! Mate! 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 No! Embrace it, Sawa. I don't like this.
I don't like this. My time watching and listening and playing these VNs is very bad. It's very bad. I'm starting to understand what they're saying. It's very bad.
No, I don't ever plan on going to Japan. I would rather go to some place like Germany or something around Christmas time. Because it's so fun there. And they have the Christmas markets. And they have the yummy, yummy sausages that I like. They have yummy stuff. So basically, hentai translates to weird sex. Oh, I don't know. I don't know the moon runes. I would never know such a thing. Germany is no longer Germany. But I saw it last year. There was a guy walking around. And he ate the bratwurst. And it was nice there. It was nice. They're better than Chicago. It was better than Chicago.
Baka.
I'll go there. Don't worry, I'll go there. I'll go to Europe and I won't tell you guys anything. I'll just go. I'll just go.
Baka.
Strange.
おかしい。
おかしい。
絶対。
Weird. Definitely.
なんで圭一くんまで。
Why you too?
ぶつくさとうるせえやつだな。
Your ramblings are annoying me.
俺がスポーツに目覚めるのが
Is it
そんなに変
strange
かよ。
for me to have an interest in sports? In sports ball? I tried to sound a bit more threatening to the end of the conversation. until my suspicious, hold on. Oh, man. The first character...
Oh god, there's a character there in the word hentai means strange or curious, while the second character means state or condition. Oh. That makes sense. That makes sense now. Okay, I can see it. Damn it. I don't want to see it though. I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. I didn't see nothing. Okay, let me see.
Until my suspicions about Rena were cleared, I had no obligation to answer her questions.
ごめんね。そんなに怒らないで。Don't get so
angry. Rena still didn't turn around and spat out words of apology one after the next.
最後に一個だけ。Just one last thing. 一個だけ教えて。Tell me one last thing.
これ以上話す気も教える気もねえよ。
I don't feel like talking anymore.
早く行けよ!
Hurry up and go! I yelled loudly at her, causing her to flinch like she had been struck. Seeing her in such a pathetic state caused my heart to ache sorely. But even though she was afraid, she stubbornly kept herself from moving. Before I was able to threaten her again, when I asked for her final question.
なんでバットまで同じなの?
Why is even your back the same? I just got a chill up my spine. What do you mean it's the same? The same as you know what? Let's make a prediction here. Let's make a prediction. The same as Satoshi? I think that was Satoshi's locker. I think that was his stuff. Yeah, that's what I think. I think he came to the same conclusion. And that he was part of that club and they wanted him gone. Something happened. Yeah, that's what I think. That was a very moldy locker. I mean, it wasn't a VTuber, so... There are no VTubers in Hinamizawa! Except for Naruto! She went to Japan recently? Maybe I should... Hold on, we're gonna take a quick break. Hold on. I know it's a good part, hold on. I just gotta share her... Is this stream still around? I'm gonna find it. Naruto Hinamizawa. Yeah, she took a pilgrimage to Hinamizawa. I'm gonna share the video. I'm gonna share it in the chat and you can see it at your leisure. She went there, guys. She went. Paste. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I hope she leaves the video up. Leave it up if you're watching. Leave it up. So yeah, it's so cool. She's live from Hinamizawa. Yeah. Is she eating alive? No. She wasn't carrying around a bat either. That's so cool. Okay, I'll visit Japan. I'll just go to that one place. I think there's only one place I would want to go, and that's the islands and stuff that they have. That's about it. I wouldn't want to go to Tokyo. There's too many people there. And they're not friendly. They're friendlier in Osaka, I hear. Yeah, Okinawa sounds nice. And Osaka sounds nice. I saw the people in Osaka. They seemed very nice. And goofy. Islands up north or down south? Down south, I think they are. I don't know. I do not have a map. You need to get the hat if you go there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'll think about that new thing. Oh gosh. Let's see. They have Japanese rednecks? Yes, there's rednecks everywhere. If you did not know, am a descendant of Puerto Rican hillbillies. I am Hibara. Yeah. Mostly everybody in my family is from the mountains, so. And I liked living up there when I lived up there. It was very nice. Everybody was nice to me. Tropical Mexican rednecks. Yeah, it was kind of like that. It was kind of like that. Yeah. I miss it sometimes. Anyway, back to this.
What did she mean by the bat was the same? I had no idea what she was talking about.
お前、何言ってんだ?
What are you saying?
だからなんでバットまで同じなのかなって。
I mean, why is even the bat the same?
何を言ってんだか全然わかんねえよ。
I don't understand what you mean at all.
もっとはっきり言え。
Say it clearly. Even still, Rena didn't turn around. After inhaling deeply, she screamed.
だからどうしてバットまでサトシ君と同じなの？
I mean, why is even the bat the same as Satoshi-kun?
サトシって。
Satoshi being... Huh? Upon hearing that name out of the blue, I became dumbfounded for a brief moment. By Satoshi, did she mean the student who transferred out last year? No, that couldn't be. Rena had tried to cover it up by saying he transferred, but Oishi-san told me quite clearly that he was missing. He was a student who had sat at my seat up until last year. He was believed to have been demoned away by Oyashiro-sama's curse. I didn't know the details about his disappearance. The aunt he lived with was killed the night of the Watanagashi by a drug addict, and not long after that, he suddenly vanished, and was now missing. That Satoshi and I were. What? My gaze fell to the bat in my hands. Could it be? Satoshi Hojo. Yeah, it was a bit difficult to see, but that was what was written on the piece of white tape at the end of the bat. I see. So this was Satoshi's bat. Oh.
これ、
This
サトシのバットだったんだな。
was Satoshi's bat.
誰も使ってなかったんで、ちょ
Since
っと借
nobody
りたん
was
だよ。
using it, I borrowed it.
いいだろ、それくらい。
That's not a problem, is it?
そんなことじゃないの。
That's not it.
The way Rena said that made it seem like this bat was something that should never be touched. Like it was some sort of offering at a shrine, or a memento of the deceased. I could only stand there, perplexed, and unable to respond. Rena continued speaking without waiting for a reply.
サトシ君の時とどうしてそんなにまで同じなの？
Why is it that you're doing the exact same thing Satoshi-kun did when it happened to him?
Rena was talking about more than just the bat belonging to Satoshi.
サトシ君もそうだった。
It was the same with Satoshi-kun.
野球チームには入ってたけ
He
ど、
joined the baseball
本当は野球なんか
team.
好
He
きじゃ
didn't
ない人だった
really
のに。
like baseball.
それが俺とどう関係が？
What does that have to do with me?
サトシ君もある日突然バットを持ち歩き始めたの。
Satoshi-kun also suddenly started walking around with a bat one
チ
day.
ームに入ってただけでスポ
Joined
ー
the
ツなん
team.
かしない人だったのに。
But he wasn't the type to play sports.
What about it? I closed my mouth before I could say that out loud. Listen carefully, Keiichi. Rena is trying to tell us something important.
サトシ君もね、ある 日突然一人で登校するようになったの。
Satoshi-kun also one day came to school by himself all of a
ケ
sudden.
イチくんみたいに。
Just like Keiichi-kun.
そしてね、
Then
あ
one
る日
day,
突然素振りの練習を
he
始め
started
たの。
practicing his
ケ
swing.
イチくんみたいに。
Just like Keiichi-kun.
そしてね、
Then
ある
one
日突
day,
然バットを持ち歩くようになったの。
he suddenly began carrying a bat around
ケ
with
イ
him.
チくんみたいに。
Just like Keiichi-kun.
そしてね、ある日突然。
Then one day, he suddenly
Then one day, he suddenly what? He what? Rena had swallowed her words. Rena's sudden silence brought a hush back to the surrounding area. It was then that I could finally digest the content. Of the entire conversation. She was saying my chain of actions was exactly the same as Satoshi's. What was the meaning of this? Up until now, I'd forgotten all about Satoshi. I'd never paid much attention to him in the first place. Not only that, I didn't even know anything of what he'd done. My actions today should have been my own creation. After all the planning I had done. But they had been the exact same as Satoshi's. Then Satoshi, no, more importantly, if both Satoshi and I acted the same, then there was a really good possibility that what happened after would be the same.
レナ、ある日突然、サトシはどうしたんだよ。
Rena, that day, what happened to Satoshi? Rena knew. She knew what became of Satoshi. No, forget about what happened to the guy in the past. Rena knew. Yeah, Rena knew what was going to happen to me.
答えろよ、レナ。
Answer me, Rena.
サトシは
Satoshi,
どうしたんだよ。
what happened to him? With that, I grabbed Rena's shoulder violently and forcibly turned her around to face me. As I faced her, I felt a jolt travel through my entire body.
言ったよね。
I told
ケ
you.
イチくん。
Keiichi-kun.
It was that person that I didn't know. At least, it definitely wasn't the Rena Ryugu that I had been talking to up until now. The voice just didn't have a trace of that of the trembling or emotion that it had before. The amount of regret I felt for turning her around so carelessly was unsurpassed. The gaze that pierced like a cold needle. The smile on her face that invoked an image of being carved out by a knife. Chills went down my spine. My mind froze under a layer of rime. Both of Rena's eyes pierced through mine, leaving me unable to look away. As if to remind me of the fear from that time before, Rena brought her face close to mine, so close that I could feel her breath. Her face had filled my entire field of vision. Then, her sharply shaped lips grew even sharper, like the curve of a crescent moon. She grinned.
言ったよね。
I told you.
ケイチくん。
Keiichi-kun.
After a short pause, Rena repeated the same words
サトシ
again.
くんはね、転校しちゃったの。
Satoshi-kun, you see, transferred out.
Transferred? Meaning what? What Rena meant must have been some new definition of transfer that I was previously not aware of. My throat and lips dried up. I couldn't even acknowledge what I just heard. All I could do was swallow down my own saliva. It would seem that Rena saw that as a nod. She pulled her gaze back and spryly stepped back 2-3 paces. As she did, my legs gave out, and I fell to my knees pathetically. Rena, and me on my knees underneath her emotionless smile. That had to be a very odd sight indeed. Seeing me in the pathetic state, she neither scoffed at me, nor held out her hand. But I could neither stand nor escape her gaze shooting through my eyes. There was undoubtedly a metal bat in my hand, But right now, it was useless to me. I was caught like a fly in her web. Heavy sweat beaded all over my body, and I could feel it dripping from my skin.
しないよね。But you won't, will you? ケイチ君は。ケイチ君。ケイチ君 Yeah, you won't. Never.
Rena finally released me from that cage of time after what felt like an eternity. But her question was missing something important, and was incredibly vague. Once again, I swallowed hard, urging her on.
何をだよ。
Do what? What did she not want me to do?
転校。Transfer.
Yeah, I'm gonna graduate now. I'm gonna graduate now. Bye-bye. Satoshi and I had what? All my well-planned actions throughout the day turned out to have been nothing more than a reenactment of what Satoshi had done. Satoshi, had he really been in the same situation as I was now? The friends he had gotten along with had changed suddenly, and for no reason, at least none that I had noticed, planned to kill him? Then, fearing for his life as I am, he got a bat to protect himself, and he carried it around every day to practice his swing. And then one day, suddenly, he transferred. My blood went cold, causing a prickling sensation to course through my veins. Starting near my heart, it radiated outwards, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet, chilling every part of me without recourse. Yeah, without recourse. What did she mean by transfer? What did she mean by transfer? Tell me, chat! Tell me, chat, what did she mean? Yo, dude, what did she mean by transfer?
Why you guys? I didn't say I would graduate. Keiji would graduate. I'm not gonna graduate now. I'll graduate later. Yeah, later. You guys think I'm gonna join a corporal? You guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Actually, oh my gosh, no corporal is gonna want me. Are you guys crazy? You guys are fucking insane. You guys have more faith in me than I do. I'm just here, just being goofy. We are so sweet, confirmed. Yeah, sweet or naive? Take your pick. Corporals would love that hat, surely. They would love this hat. Are you kidding me? Who doesn't want to make Kingdom Mizawa great again? Who? Who doesn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? I don't know. Yeah, that's so funny. The dam just got higher. That's so fucking funny. Oh man. Farmer Jack, you do not understand. I don't think you
Renegade
understand.
donated $1 to the most
think
evil
you're
list
lost.
Sawa-sama. Never stop being you, Sawa.
Thank you, Renegade. Never stop getting scared of AIDS bananas. They're hiding under your bed. They're in your walls. They're in your fridge. You need to watch out. You need to check every fucking banana. Farmer Jack, you haven't been here long, have you? Do you know who my Yoshi is? You'll find out. You'll find out who my Yoshi is. You'll find out. You'll find out. You'll find out.
What did she mean by transfer? What did she mean by transfer? Was Satoshi still at wherever he transferred to? Yeah, where'd he go? What's the school?
Oh gosh. Oh, so funny.
Was he the only one who would be able to understand me? Would he be able to tell me why it all ended up like this? More importantly, where did he transfer to? What did she mean by transfer? What did she mean by transfer? Oh, crap. Before I knew it, I was in front of my door. The frigid knob was hard to turn. Was nobody home? It wasn't an odd occurrence. I reached into my pocket and pulled out the single key attached to my first sealed keychain. I stepped into the entryway. Just as I was about to take off my shoes, a chill ran down my spine. Someone had entered right behind me. No! Like a classmate messing around, standing right up against my back. You're kidding, right? It had to be my imagination. Logically speaking, it was impossible for someone to be able to hide their presence within my personal space all the way through the door. But there was undoubtedly someone behind me. Hey now, Keiichi. How do you know they're there, even when they're behind you? Because I could hear the sound of flowing hair. There's no other person I'd hear that sound. That was the presence. Because I could hear the sound of them blinking. Keiichi Matabata, there's no way you could hear that! My most base instincts were warning me of the presence. Common sense was telling me that it was just my imagination. It was just my imagination. There was nobody behind me. I began to erase the mental image of an eerie figure standing behind me, but it wasn't. No, dude. Your instincts are, like, totally right. Follow your instincts. They're trying to protect you. But at the same time, I asked myself, if there was nobody, then what was that feeling? As an uncomfortable sensation crawled up my spine. Actually, wouldn't it be better if there was somebody there? There was somebody there? If there was nobody there when you turned around, would you be able to accept that? I'd be able to answer all of those questions just by looking behind me. But I didn't have enough courage to even do that simple task. Oh, right. I could try speaking to them. The person behind me might answer me. It was a random thought. I didn't care how it went about it, just so long as I didn't have to turn around. If I had calmed down and thought about it, I would have known that I wouldn't have solved anything. Who is it? I spoke in such a hoarse, broken voice that I couldn't believe it was my own. Who is it? I could almost feel them contemplating the response. I felt it. There was no way I should be able to do that. Calm down, Keiichi. It's all in your head. That time, I was certain I heard it. As if hesitantly trying to answer my inquiry, I was certain I could hear the sound of somebody inhaling. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it clearly. It was a girl. A young girl. I didn't know who, but a tiny speck of courage in me, however reckless it was, inspired a primal yet fitting solution to this current predicament. A scream. He's gonna scream! He's gonna do a re.
I did a re once, and it stopped a raccoon. A disgusting, filthy... Hold on. A filthy raccoon was trying to attack my garbage, and I saw it in the driveway, and I said, "Ree! Ree!" And I scared it so bad. Well, actually, it kind of looked at me like I was a weeb.
Disgusting, filthy weeb.
And it just walked away and it just looked at me in disgust. But you know what? I scared it and it's never been back since. At least not to my knowledge. Give us a real. Okay, hold on. That's what I did. That's what I did. It's the same with possums. Possums are nice, though. Raccoons are not nice. They open my garbage. Why would they open my garbage? And they have little hands. They're icky. Raccoons are icky. Ew. They got little hands. Possums are nice, yeah. Possums are nice. They're so cute. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, I was being stalked. So a possum took over my cat's outdoor cat bed. Well, too bad. It's the possum's bed now. Maybe the cat should have read at it. Maybe. Just maybe. Where were we? Just hand feed the hot dogs? Never! Never! They come back and they'll ruin your fucking property value. I don't want them around. What the fuck? Anyway.
All the force in my body released from my lungs and through my throat, ceasing all thought processes in my head. He's gonna Suppressing all my thoughts and emotions, I began to collapse like a house of cards, somehow managing to twist my body and look back as I did so. He's gonna It was definitely there. Right there. Somebody was there. Until the moment I turned around. Until I brought the area behind me into my field of vision. They were definitely there. Falling face up, my eyes traced the remnants of the presence suspended in the empty space. It couldn't be. They were invisible. They looked like they weren't there. But were they actually still standing there? I screamed. All my emotions I was holding back burst free in a violent wave. However, I was decidedly calm as my emotional dam
Renegade
collapsed.
donated $1 to the most evil list Sawa-sama. Ruin your property value? What property value?
Shut up.
You're in Chicago.
Shut up. Don't tell me. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I hope an AIDS banana gets you. I hope you buy one. I hope you buy one by accident. And you eat it. You swallow it whole. You swallow it whole. I hope you buy one. Hope you buy a whole bunch. Whole bunches of bananas. Baka. By the way, I'm from there. Doesn't mean I live there. Why would I live there? Stupid pitbulls, I don't... That's what I... You know what? You're right! You're fucking right! Oh my gosh, you're right! We fucking have pitbulls around here all the fucking time! We fucking have them here, but they didn't do anything! They had one job! Because raccoons might fight back, not a toddler. Oh, great. Oh, no. Okay. Whatever. Let me get back to this.
A turbulent wave of pent-up emotions was skillfully diverted into a torrent of aggression. That emotion was definitely required to extricate myself from the bizarre situation happening right in front of me. In my state of heightened lucidity, I entrusted my body to the fury. The metal bat held firm in my right hand, as if drawn there by a magnet. A mid-level sweep would be the hardest attack to dodge. I remembered reading something like that from a book about swordsmanship or something. Ah! Ah! Not bad. Not bad. I brandished my will to fight. The after Oh my god. This... The after image of that amalgamation of metal flashed as it swung from left to right, beating against the entryway. Ah, I got you, you bitch. The bat slammed into the right wall, the tip rebounding violently. Very calmly, I transferred the force of the rebound into a sweep to the left. The door of the shoe cupboard was split into pieces. Those two swings whiffed through empty space, but they seemed to have a great psychological impact on the enemy. I could feel the panic emanating from that space. The attack wasn't the only thing required. I extracted the bat from the cupboard. It was embedded in and screamed as I spun my entire body around in a large arc. Oh, this is so good. I needed that. I really did need to scream today. Ah, man. My scream shook the air, imbuing my ferocious swing with even more destructive power. Yeah, it's clipping the mic. I hate that it does that.
Baka.
Crack. Without mercy or restraint, my violent strike with certainly. Certainly fatal force behind it shattered the top of the cupboard. None of my attacks struck the enemy, but my ferocity had certainly seemed to impact them. Breathing heavily, my entire body soaked in sweat, the invisible enemy, there, but not there, dispersed. Well, how do you know that they dispersed if they're invisible? Ah. When I was certain that the enemy had retreated, I locked the front door and latched the chain. No way. Had it only feigned retreat and was now inside my house? Once again, I channeled my aggression and searched the house for the presence. But it was gone. I had succeeded in fending it off. At that moment, the tension drained from my body, and I let out a sigh of relief. All the emotions I had been holding back chaotically merged together and began flooding out. A hodgepodge of fear, accomplishment, and disbelief all mixed together and began to flow through my body. Unable to deal with each individual feeling, I beat them all back with the strongest exhaustion. Even in this moment, I remained composed. After checking that all the doors throughout the house were locked, I went up to my room on the second floor and closed the curtains. I straightened my back and tilted my head back a little. After clearing my mind of all my idle thoughts, I managed to calm down even more. What was that at the front door? There was definitely something there. Thinking about it, maybe it was just an apparition I dreamt up in my confused state. No, man, your instinct was right, bro. Your instinct was right. Fuck it.
Destroy his furniture. I am composed. He's calmer than you guys. Calm down, guys. Calm down. He's going nuts? No, he's right. But he's right, though. He's right. He's right. I don't know, man. He's right. My mama would have believed him. If you told my mama that you was fighting demons and shit, she'd believe you. She'd believe you. His mom probably wouldn't. My mama would. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Mom, I'm fighting demons with this bat.
Mama would give you a shotgun? No. She would contact the entire congregation of church and she would bring them over to the house and they would exorcise the house. And yes, I'm speaking from experience. they would exorcise the house. She would contact the authorities on the matter. But I highly doubt in Japan they have that. So no. She warned you about those gnomes. Yeah, she doesn't like the gnomes. She doesn't like them. She doesn't like them. Okay, let's see, let's see,
Thinking about it, maybe it was just an apparition I dreamt up in my confused state. But I really didn't think that was the case. Calm down, Keiichi Marabara. Compose yourself. No matter how calmly I thought about it, what just happened wasn't a figment of my imagination. It was obviously a supernatural phenomenon, and without a doubt, something was behind me. It wasn't some sort of illusion I saw amidst my confusion and disorientation. Proof? Oh no, I don't have Reddit proof here right now. I don't have a fucking dissertation. Maybe I should write a paper on how I felt that there was something in back of me. And then like, source? Yeah.
Where's your source? Do you have any source to prove that there was something in back of you? I'm gonna need a source on that. I need a peer-reviewed source.
So dumb. Yeah, the source is I made it the fuck up, and guess what? I'm still alive. As long as I'm still alive, that means it was true, right? And even if it wasn't true, I'm still alive. And that's what matters. Fuck your source. Fuck your source.
Proof. I had just one piece. When I asked, who is it? They inhaled, as if they were about to answer. That sound had clearly reached my ears. The situation I was in right now was still unclear. Either I'd been possessed by the supernatural phenomenon known as Oyashiro-sama's curse, or this was a ruse by the villagers who believed in it and were imitating it. It doesn't... I have a question.
Keiichi, I have a question. How would that change anything that you're doing right now? Would that change the plan in any kind of which way? Would that in any way? Am I wrong? Like, because it doesn't matter if it's the villagers LARPing or like it's not a LARP, they're still gonna try to kill you. It could? I don't know. Would that fix the shoe cupboard? Yeah, I know. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. If they're just LARPing, it's like, oh, they're just LARPing though. Well, it doesn't fucking matter. They're still trying to kill me. it's like to me, it doesn't matter. But maybe I'm just too low IQ for this. Demons or villages, it doesn't matter. Rip and tear until it's done. That's right.
Either way, their motives were unclear. The roundabout way it had been done was also still a mystery. If it was perpetuated by humans, that would mean admitting that it was Rena and the rest of them doing it. But it would be solvable. Oishi-san and the rest of the police would surely arrest my enemy. But if it was a manifestation of Oyashiro-sama's curse, I wondered what would happen.
Oh, that you can't, like, escape the curse, so why try? But you're gonna try anyway. So, yeah. If you really wanted to go that route, you would have to investigate Oyashiro-sama themselves. So...
Oishi-san very clearly declared that curses didn't exist. At that time, those words were pretty dependable. But as things were now, with the rising possibility that the perpetrators were not human, he suddenly seemed quite unreliable. If I told Oishi-san this was a work of Oyashiro-sama's curse, what would happen? Yeah, what would happen? I couldn't imagine his reaction, but it would go without question that a void would expand rapidly between myself and Oishi-san. With me having so few allies to begin with, and not being able to confidently declare whether or not this was a curse, there was no merit in doing that. I better keep the facts of what happened at the doorway to myself. It would be better if I didn't add what happened here to the memo behind the clock. There was still the ever so slight possibility that I was actually confused when I thought I was composed, and I was going berserk in the entryway. No! No! You can't fight the metaphysical? No, you can't. Not the way he's doing it.
Might as well test if it's real or magic. Magic is a con. Magic is never real anyway. But yes, yeah, it's not magic anyway. What was we saying? Oh yeah. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like thinking about what he should do next. Yeah, who cares what this old guy thinks? He ain't here dodging vans and AIDS needles and shit. Yeah, he's not. No. I'm trying to think what would I do in this situation. We'll see. We'll see.
How wonderful would that be if that was what really happened? What can I read today? Stretch out. I would be able to refute Oyashiro-sama's curse. But if I denied Oyashiro-sama's curse, then that would mean admitting that Rena and the rest were the perpetrators. That would be kinda easier. If I said that Rena and the rest weren't the perpetrators, then that would mean believing in Oyashiro-sama's curse. By denying both of those, I would be admitting that I myself was losing it. The three options from which I couldn't choose became a trilemma of sorts. They mixed together and formed a whirlpool in my mind, making my head spin. Once again, I straightened myself and leaned my head back slightly to cool myself down. Calm down, Keiichi. Accept what has actually happened as reality. That's right, that's all you have to do. Stop thinking of anything more than that. But I couldn't help but think of it. How wonderful it would be if it turned out I was delirious and everything up until now was a figment of my imagination. Yeah. Oyashiro-sama's curse wouldn't exist, and I would still be the bestest buddies with Rena and the rest, and we could play all these games, and I could flirt with the girls. Yeah. Slice of life. I would have to be crazy. That was the first time in my life I'd ever wished for such a thing. Yeah, I wish I was schizo. If only. The phone rang noisily downstairs. Generally, there were no calls for me, so I never really answered the phone much. But since my parents weren't here, I had no choice. I squirmed off to the bed and went downstairs.
もしもし、前原です。
Hello, this is a Matabata residence?
ケイチ、お母さんだけど。
How did I read? I always forget the mom. I think I'll just read it like Tiger-chan. Keiichi, this is mom.
I intuitively had a bad feeling about this. This was because I thought she was going to ask me to go out and buy some things. So I took the initiative.
何?
What?
別に俺、夕食はイン
I
スタン
don't
トでもい
mind
いよ。
having instant noodles for dinner.
まだいっぱいあったでしょ。
There's still a lot of them. The other day, we went out as a family and bought a whole case of cup noodles. I wanted to get a bunch of different kinds, actually, but they refused since the individual packs were expensive. So instead, I got a whole case of mega-sized pork and bone and ginger flavored ones I liked. But my parents don't like strong flavors and didn't touch any of them. So the cupboards were still full of
だ
them.
からさ、 買い物に行く必要はないんじゃないの？
So, you see, there really isn't a need to go shopping, right?
圭一、買い物のお願いじゃないの。
Keiichi, I'm not asking you to go
お
shopping.
父さんとお母さんね。
Both Mommy and Daddy have to go to Tokyo right now because of work.
え？
Huh?
今から？
Right now? This was really abrupt.
もう着いちゃってるの。
No, we're already
お昼
here.
には出発
We
してた
left
から
this
ね。
afternoon.
It was quite a distance to Tokyo from Hinamizawa. Gunning at full speed down the highway. It still takes 6 hours. Dad has a license, but since he doesn't like the highway, they likely took the train. It would have taken longer.
圭一もお父さんとお母さんの話を聞いてたからわかるかもしれないけど、お父さんのお仕事の契約がね、今ちょっとうまくいってないの。
I'm thinking you might understand. You heard us speaking last night, but it has to do with Daddy's contract. Right now, things aren't going so smoothly.
Now that she mentioned it, I did remember that they talked all the time about how his job prospects weren't looking so good.
お父さんはそういうのに繊細な人だから、このままだとお仕事にも影響が出ちゃうの。
Daddy is really sensitive about things like this, so if we leave things as they are, it might affect his work.
Part of my father's particular fragile artistic personality. His emotions changed as easily as the fall sky. You could also say that he couldn't take criticism. Yeah.
でも、そんなの電話でやり取りすればいいじゃない
Did you
か。
sound like that?
I'm just stretching out.
But something like that can be done over the phone.
圭一、お父さんのお仕事なんだから、もうちょっと応援してあげて。
Keiichi, this is your father's job, so can you support him a bit, please?
とにかく電話よりも
Anyway,
直接会って話した方が
It's
早い
just
の。
faster to talk about it in
誤解
person,
もないし。
so there wouldn't be any misunderstandings.
As their son, there was nothing more I could say once they started talking about
だ
work.
から帰るのは明日の晩になっちゃうの。
So we'll be back tomorrow
圭
night.
一、一人で
Keiichi,
大丈夫よ
will you
ね。
be fine on your own?
別に死にはしないよ。
It's not like I'll die or anything.
圭一、死んじゃうなんて軽々しく言っちゃダメよ。
Keiichi, you shouldn't speak so lightly of dying.
心配事があったら相談し
If
て
there's
ね。
something troubling you, just talk to
お母
us.
さん、きっと相談に乗れると思うから。
I believe Mommy will be able to help out.
Yesterday I did bring up if I died rather abruptly, so I suppose they were a little worried. But really, I was more depressed by the fact that nothing would be solved by telling them. But I didn't plan on dying. At least, not while I still knew nothing. I would never allow it.
死なないよ。
I won't die.
俺は
I won't.
あがいてでも生き延びる。
I'll survive even if I have to gnaw my leg
そう。
off.
Yeah.
じゃあね、
See you then.
明日の朝、ちゃんと起きるのよ。
Tomorrow morning, make sure to wake up
朝ごはんは食べてね。
and eat your breakfast.
お風呂と歯磨きも忘れない
And
でよ
don't。forget to take a bath and brush your teeth.
へいへい。そんじゃ。
Yeah, see you. The call ended like that. Sometimes my parents went off to Tokyo for business meetings, but Tokyo was far away. They normally did things by phone. The times they did go were normally planned out in advance. It never happened this suddenly. I couldn't say that those circumstances didn't feel strange, or rather, unnatural. Anyway, I only needed to recognize the reality of the situation. That tonight, I was the only one in the house. That when my parents came back from work, I'd be gone, missing, vanished. Looking back on the series of events of the previous 5 years involving Oyashiro-sama's curse, it wouldn't seem that strange at all. Come to think of it, it was getting pretty late. I didn't think it was good. Wait, I have a question.
I have a question. I thought this is just me. I thought they only get whisked away to Demon Land after the festival. Why would they try to kill him now when they could just wait till then? I guess. So what? Yeah, this is kind of weird. He's paranoid? No witnesses? It's still after the... Yeah, but we already had a killing and a kidnapping. We already had a killing and a kidnapping. So why would they... Maybe because he's a liability? I guess. But he doesn't know what he knows until he knows it, and they don't know. He doesn't know as much as they think that I guess he knows. I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think it was good that the only light in the whole house was coming from my room on the second floor. It was the same as broadcasting to the enemy that my parents were gone, and this was their chance. First, I ran to the living room, flicked on the lights, and turned on the TV to a reassuring volume. Next was the study. I similarly turned on the lights and some music. With this, from the outside, it would look like my parents were here. Once again, I went through the house, checking to see if there was anything left unlocked. When I saw the veranda and the laundry still hanging out there, I went pale. That would have made it too obvious. I needed to take it down. I snatched down the laundry haphazardly and erased all traces that my mother wasn't there. It should be fine now. Ah, the garage. They hadn't gone all the way to Tokyo by car, but they had gone up to the Okinomiya station. The garage was empty, wide open, and in plain sight. This was not good. I panicked and rushed out to the back to close the normally open garage door. It should be fine now. I needed to get the paper. Mom always got the paper. Since they left in the afternoon, the evening paper was still out there. My premonition was correct. I pulled out everything from the mailbox and dropped it in the entryway. With this, for sure this time, it should be fine. Come to think of it, leaving the cupboard busted like that for my little freakout was kind of bad. I'll just say I tripped and fell, and the bat I was holding smashed into it. Even so, leaving it in its current state wasn't good. I should clean it up a little before Mom got back and scolded me. No! I remembered that there was a broom and a dustpan in the closet. As I was going to get them, the phone rang once again.
もしもし、前原です。
Hello, this is the Marabara residence.
あら、圭一くん
Oh, is this Keiichi-kun?
お母様はいらっしゃいますかしら
Is your mother around?
今ちょっといないんですけど。
She isn't here at the moment. You idiot, Keiichi Marabara. Don't reveal that your parents are gone. You can follow up still. Calm down and take care of it.
すぐに戻ると思います。
I think she'll be back soon. That wasn't a good response either. Now they might say they'll call again, or tell her to call them when she comes back.
なら結構です。
Then that's fine.
大した話でもありません
It
から。
wasn't anything important.
では失礼しますわね。
Well then, sorry for the bother.
The scenario I feared didn't play out, eliciting a sigh of relief. Whew, that call was fortunate in more ways than one. I'd have to deal with any telephone calls coming in for my parents tonight. I was somehow able to deal with the phone call just now, but I couldn't continue to rely on such poor improvisation. Yes, improv. I needed to make up a good story to explain that my parents were home, but couldn't answer the phone at the moment. They're having sex. What do you want? They're having sex. Yes, they're watching anime together. She's busy reading her manga. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. They're making tempura and couldn't step away right now. That wasn't good enough. They were sick and went to bed because they weren't feeling well. Was that going to be safe enough? I was thinking about it on the way back to my room when the phone rang once again. It was like they were calling because they knew I was going to lie. I didn't want to pick up, but I knew I had to. They'd suspect my parents weren't here. I should have just taken the phone off the hook under the pretense that I didn't realize it was. But since the phone rang, I had to pick it up. Oh man, I prepared myself and lifted up the receiver. Hello? I stopped announcing this was the Marabata residence. I had no reason to be kind to someone I didn't know the identity of. But unlike my uncouth voice, the person on the other side sounded goofy and lighthearted. Hello. My apologies for calling so late. This is Oishi from the Okinomiya bookstore.
Oishi-san desu ka?
Oishi-san! Is that you, kid? Good evening. Good to hear you're doing well.
ちょっと待ってくださいね。
Wait a moment. Please. Yeah, tell him about the crazy shit. I grabbed the portable headset and rushed to my room with it. It was the same no matter where I was since there was no one else home. But I wanted to be in a spot where I felt a bit safer when speaking on the phone with Oishi-san.
お待たせしました。
Sorry for the wait.
いかがですか？その後お変わりは。
How are things, kid? Anything changed since then? Since then? When was that exactly? There was something about the brazen way he talked that rubbed me the wrong way. The last time I spoke with Oishi-san was 2 days ago. The day I stayed home from school, I met Oishi-san on the way back from the hospital. And we headed into town for lunch and had that talk. After that, Rena and Mion came to check up on me. Whenever I spoke with Oishi-san, they always knew about it. It was like that since the first time I met him. Today's phone call may well be found out by them as well.
もしもし？
Hello?
聞こえてますか？
Can you hear me, kid?
すみません。
Sorry.
その、なんて言いました？
What did you say?
その後、何か変わったことはありませんかとお尋ねしたんです。
If anything changed since last time.
返事がないんで焦りましたよ。
There wasn't an answer, so I got a bit worried.
特には。
Not really. Those words stopped in my throat. No shit, Sherlock. There was a ton of stuff that happened. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, there was. All of it baffling. Yeah, all of it baffling. What should I talk about? I didn't understand any of it, but I should try asking. If I didn't ask now, I may never have another chance. This night when my parents weren't home, I had no guarantees I would make it through the night safely, after all.
その、大石さん、やっぱり俺、命を狙われているみたいです。
Well, Oishi-san, it seems that someone is after me.
本当ですか？
本当ですか？ Really, kid?
偶然の可能性もあるんですが、先日俺が病気で休んだ日、
It could all be a
夕方に
coincidence.
あの二人がお見舞いに来たん
But
です。
that day I missed school. When I was sick, the two of them came to check up on
あ
me.
の二人？
Which two?
レナとミオンです。
Rena and Mio.
そしてそこで大石さんと一緒に昼飯を食ったことを正されました。
They started asking about how I had lunch with
そ
you.
れで、
What next?
お見舞いってことでおはぎを置いていったんですが、その中に針が入ってたんです。
They left me some mochi when they came to visit. But there was a needle inside.
偶然飲み込まずに済みましたが、
Fortunately, I somehow didn't swallow
これっ
it.
てやっぱり脅迫でしょうか？
I wonder. Could that have just been a threat?
その針は
About the needle.
よく見かけるような普通の裁縫針のようでした。
It was just one of those common sewing needles you see all the time.
糸を通す穴が開いていて。
Huh. There was a hole to thread string through.
違いますよ、前原さん。針です。
針です。針です。
Is Oishi-san's voice too deep for you, boss? Probably. Some guy. My balls haven't dropped. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. His voice is probably too deep for any of you guys anyway. Most guys that I talk to, they don't have a deep voice. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's the fluoride in the water. Ah, maybe. Meal Sour could have done it, probably.
But he's gone now. And I'm here.
It's the microplastics, probably. I could believe that. Too much soy. Japanese people eat a lot of soy. And they're okay. Right? Right? Hontoni? Hontoni? Right?
Not that, kid. The needle itself.
証拠になります。
That's evidence, kid.
脅迫だと立証
It
で
can
き
be
るかも
used as proof that they threatened you. I didn't think of that.
この針はありますか
Where's that needle? That's not. That's right. That's it. I dropped the receiver and rushed downstairs. Then I tossed the mochi. When I tossed the mochi, I'd overlooked it out of terror, but the needle was a valuable piece of evidence. Let's see. I threw the mochi and the needle at the wall together. If it was there, then it would be on the living room wall. You think your mom, after 2 days, wouldn't have cleaned that shit up? What kind of kid am I dealing? Oh my gosh. But my prudent mother had cleaned up that living room wall, and there was not a trace of mochi left on it. Could it be that it dropped in the gap between the wall and the carpet? I frantically searched by running my palm along the carpet, but nothing turned up. I tried moving around the sofa and desks, pulling up the carpet and flapping it around. But I couldn't find the needle. Did my mom clean up everything without noticing it? It was just 2 days ago. I didn't know what day they collected the burnable trash, but it may still be in the trash bin in the kitchen. I rushed into the kitchen, opened up the lid of the pail, and poured out the contents. But even at a glance, I could tell that it would be incredibly difficult to find the needle in this pile of trash. I was looking for a needle in a trash stack. I know. I'll try running my hand through it. It was a bit gross, but I was looking for a needle. If I felt a small prick, I'll be able to find it. It was a pretty tactless method, but it was the quickest. I held my breath and started striking the pile of trash with my hand. Filth flew about. There was nothing more disgusting than this. But it was not the time... Yeah. Hold on. Filth flew about, but there was nothing more disgusting than this. But it was not the time to be concerned about such details. I continued on for a while, but nothing turned up. I wanted to search more thoroughly, but I was still on the phone. I shouldn't keep Oishi-san waiting for too long. Yeah, for too long. Later, when my mom got back, I'd have to ask her if there was a needle. I had hastily began scribbling on the notepad affixed to the refrigerator with a magnet. Was there a needle? Oh my gosh, he's going insane. I scrawled the words with a red pen. Then I dashed up the stairs, where I had been keeping Oishi-san waiting far too long. Well... Hello?
どうでしたか?
How did it go, kid?
見つかりません。
I couldn't find it.
あの時はつい気が動転して
I
い
was
て。
really overwhelmed when it happened and...
そうですか。
So desu ka. I see.
見つかればでいいんです。
It would be great if you could find
保
it.
管しておいてくださいね。
Keep it safe. That's right. The needle wasn't the only incident. I had to tell him about this morning with the hit and
あ、
run.
あと大石さん、それだけじゃないんです。
Also, Oishi-san, that isn't all.
実は今朝、
Actually, this morning, that van was definitely aiming for me. I could say that without question due to the circumstances at the time.
その車のナンバープレートは見ましたか?
Did you see the net license plate?
こちらでも探してみ
I
ま
can
す。
search for it from here. Damn! At the time, I just flipped out yelling at him, but I didn't look at the plate. Oh, man. What failures on my part with the needle and the plate number. I was so focused just protecting myself that I let some of the most important details slip out of my grasp. I punched my pillow, annoyed at how worthless I was.
すみません。白いワゴン車ってこと以外はわかりません。
I'm sorry. I don't know much more than it was a white
仕
van.
方ないことですよ、前原さん。
Nothing to fret about, kid.
惹かれかければ気も動転します。
Anyone would be shaken up after being hit.
やっぱりこれだって偶然じゃないですよ
I
ね。
guess all of this really isn't a coincidence, is it? Oishi-san started to hem and haw over on the other end. I could imagine him folding his
あ
arms.
と、レナの様子もやっぱり怪しいです。
Also, Rena is acting
そ
strange.
れはどんな感じですか?
How so? What Rena said on the way home today, asking why I was so much like Satoshi-kun. Now, I could say it with confidence. Rena knew what happened to Satoshi. She knew that there was more to it than just him simply
レ
disappearing.
ナは知っています。
Rena knows.
去年の鬼隠しにあったサトシのことを何か知っています。
She knows something regarding what happened to Satoshi, the kid who was demoned away last year.
それは具体的にどういうことですか?
What would that be exactly?
レナが言うには、
Rena said
俺はサトシとそっくりらしいんです。
I was the same as
このまま
Satoshi.
行くと、俺もサトシと同じ運命をたどると、そんな感じのことを言うんです。
She said something to the effect that the way things are going, I'll end up with the same fate as Satoshi.
運命ですか?
Fate, you say?
具体的にどんな運命をたどるか言及しましたか?
Exactly what kind of fate did she say would befall you?
転校と。
Transferring out, she said.
転校?
Transferring out?
レナは、サトシは転校したって言ってるんです。
Rena said Satoshi transferred out.
で、俺もこのままだと
So,
転校しちゃうぞって。
given how things are going with me, I'll transfer out too. Oishi-san let out a stern sigh and then grumbled loudly.
前原さん、それはおそらく何かの脅迫、もしくは
Hey
警告
kid,
ですね。
that was probably some sort of threat, or maybe some type of warning.
俺もそう思ってます。
I thought so too. At that point, I started to think, would it be prudent to sum up everything that had happened until now as the machinations of some human perpetrator? Other than the theory of it being Rena and the others, I was left with Oyashiro-sama's curse actually existing as the only explanation. Of course, I couldn't tell that to Oishi-san. Except, Rena's strange behavior could be proof of other scenarios. Yeah, of either scenarios. It's true. Whether it was Oyashiro-sama's curse being real, or everything being part of a conspiracy committed by all the villagers, Rena was involved. Rena had to know something. Rena was suspicious. What exactly was Rena? I couldn't help but think she was somehow involved with the prior string of mysterious deaths. I seem to recall that Oishi-san had admitted that he had dug into Rena's past a little. He was probably just downplaying it when he said, a little. Meaning he had actually dug pretty deep, most likely. I wanted to hear about Rena. I wanted to know what happened at her previous school, among other things that were still unknown to me. If Rena was somebody I should suspect, no, not that. I wanted to know the truth. Tonight, I was alone in this huge house, even though I said I couldn't count on them. I had lost the security I felt I had just by my parents being around, yeah. It wasn't like this house was some sort of fortress or castle. If a malicious person decided to use brute force, they could easily gain entry. There were no other residences close to the Marabara residence. No one would be able to hear anything, no matter how loud it was. I had never felt as much resentment towards my father's artistic temperament and the fact that he had this house built in such a remote location as I did right now.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? I heard a ding dong. I heard a ding dong. I'm gonna cry. I heard a ding dong. 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 Ay, ay, ay. ¿Quién anda aquí? So, you scared a little?
I'm gonna shit my pants.
It's already midnight though.
I wondered if I would still be here by tomorrow morning. So I had to ask. Right now. Because I had no idea when the next chance would come.
大石さん、聞きたいことがあるんです。
Oishi-san, I have something I wanted to ask
隠さない
about.
でくださいね。
Please don't keep anything from me.
何でも聞いてください。
Sure. Ask away. Even though he was so far away on the other end of the line, this was the most reliable he had ever felt. I wanted to ask about Rena, about what happened at her previous school.
実はレナの
Actually, regarding Rena's... I noticed a sound that had been going on for a while now. Since I was so focused on the call, I hadn't paid attention to it at first, but I finally realized it was the doorbell. The time was 7 o'clock. It was past the time the postman would be making a delivery, and past any sensible time for a neighbor to be visiting. I considered just acting like nobody was home, but that wouldn't be good. You have the lights on, bro!
He has all the lights on. He has them all on. He has them. They're going to know he is alone.
Rip. He should tell Oishi-san.
I'm gonna die tonight.
That's what he should tell him. He should say, RIP! Before they cut the telephone line. Anyway.
I considered just acting like nobody was home, but that wouldn't be good. That would ruin all the work I put into making it look like my parents were home. I need to answer the door.
もしもし、前原さん。
Hello, kid?
すみません。
Sorry.
誰か来たみたいですの
Someone
で、
seems to be at the
ちょっと
door.
玄関に行ってきます。
I'm going to see who it is.
お客さんですか。すみません、すみません。
A guest. I see. My apologies.
He doesn't seem to be worried at all. Why is he not worried? What? I would be fucking worried. I would be worried.
今夜のお電話はこれくらいにしましょうか。
Should we end this phone call now?
That would be a problem.
いえ、すぐ戻ります。
No, I'll be back in a second.
電話はこのままでいいですか？
Do you mind if I just leave the phone on?
はいはい、構いませんよ。
It's fine. I don't mind.
I dropped the handset on my bed, and dashed down to the door. I needed to make up a good excuse to get them to leave. I had a hunch it was the lady who called right before Oishi-san did. In which case, it would be one of the neighbors who's friends with my mom. I'll just say Mom isn't feeling well and went to bed early. That would be the easiest option.
Who do we think is behind the door? Who do we think is there? Oh, it's midnight? Oh shit, it's almost 12:30. We gotta save. We gotta save here. I'm gonna double save. We're saving. Come on. Yeah, we're not gonna... Let us use our... No. No. We're gonna find out together. Because I don't know. I've never played this before. Who do we think is behind the door? Who do we think? Unsub, unfollow. Yes, unsub, unfollow. Rena with the cleaver. I would think it's Mion. Maybe even... I'm thinking about it. So if this situation happened before... If this situation happened before and people know about it before and people were like nervous about it before, then why would Rika have told me it's good that I have it? And that it's good for my health? Why would Rika be so adamant that I have the bat and then everybody else not be? Interesting. Yeah, Rika was the only unique person in the scenario. Because just being silly, she's never silly. She's the most straightforward out of all of them. Anytime people are like making up a game or whatever, she just tells you straight up what they mean. She cuts through all the bullshit. So no. Satoko didn't comment much. Satoshi was her bro too. Yeah, actually she didn't. But she didn't see the bat. Rika saw the bat. At least I don't think she did. I don't think, But then again, I don't think Satoko really... I don't know. I think Satoko's kind of dumb. I think Satoko's kind of dumb. I just think that Rika is very different. Just gonna say, I think she's different. Everybody else wanted me to get rid of it. Everybody else was questioning it and wanted me to get rid of it. I can't comment without the risk of spoiler. Don't spoil it for me! Satoko was checking you out earlier? Yeah, probably, but... I mean, they're all kind of like surprised. Is the same thing happening over and over again? With different people? That is kind of weird. I'm not her, like, her long-lost brother or nothing. I'm not related to that little brat, am I? I better not be. I better not be. I don't know. And then if it is... Well, we know it's demonic in nature. We know the curse is real. We don't know anything really about the curse. No one has really come out and said, this is the curse, this is what it does, this is what you have to do for it. I guess it's a very elusive thing. Why is the curse real? Because you at least, okay, even if it isn't real, you at least want to know the rules about it. Because other people believe it. And if other people believe it enough, they can make it real. It's real to them. So if you're dealing with someone that's like insane and shit, you have to understand what's real to them and go by those rules just for a little bit until you can get rid of them. We know some folks that demoned away, yeah. So it's a meme? Yeah, it's a meme. It's a meme. Yeah, the rules of the game. You have to know the rules of the game before you can actually play. But no one's telling Keiichi the rules. Everyone's kind of like, no, we don't want to play this right now. We're warning you, we don't want to play this right now. We can't play this right now. I don't know, man. I don't know who's going to be behind that door. If it's good, it's going to be Rika. If it's bad, it's going to be Mion. I don't think it's going to be... I don't think it's going to be the cute one. I don't think it's going to... No. Huh. We'll see. We'll see on Monday. Wait a moment. Yeah, we'll see on Monday. So... what was I going to say? Friday, I have a stream. I'm playing Track 2. But I might have to push it back to like 9:45-ish? Maybe? Or even 10 o'clock. I'm sorry. I might have to push it because I have a call-in thing I have to do with somebody. I'll tell you about it later. So yeah. So I'll still be kind of streaming, but not on my channel right away. So yeah. A call-in? No, call in. Call in. I'm calling into somebody's thing for their anniversary.
Baka.
I get to bully someone on their anniversary. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. You're just gonna have to find out. So yeah. Bye-bye. Thanks for donating. Thanks for being here. Thanks for staying up. Thanks for everything. I hope you guys, if you guys have any theories about this.
ITFU donated $20 to the
Send them
most
to me on
evil
Twitter.
list, Sawa-sama. Thank you for the Higurashi double feature.
Arigato, Itofu.
I hope you guys enjoy it. We're gonna... I need more Higurashi. I know. Every time I end it, I'm just like, oh, I want to know, but I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it on my own. I'm not even gonna see any spoilers. I'm not gonna see nothing. I'm being a good Sawa. So, Otsu Sludge, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye. See you Friday. And then remember, see you Saturday and Friday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Baka.